What is up, New York Jets fans in the tri-state area and around the world? You are once again tuned in to the Midnight Mike Show, and I am your host, Midnight Mike, your late-night New York Jets host. I'm excited to be here to talk to you guys, but I'm not so much excited about the Super Bowl tomorrow for so many reasons, and I want to talk about that tonight. It's a Super Bowl that no one wanted. I've said that a million times. Let's hit that Jets chant real quick. Jets. Yeah, it's a Super Bowl that nobody wanted. No, we saw it 2 years ago. Once again, it's the Chiefs again. Like nobody around this country, unless you live in or around Kansas City or in and around Philadelphia, wanted to see these two teams battle it out in the Super Bowl. Even down to the Final Four. Like, I didn't want to see the Bills, and I'm sorry to our Bills fans who pop into the chat, but I didn't want to see the Bills. The Commanders or the Redskins or Washington football team, whatever you want to call them. That's the only team that I was interested in maybe seeing make the Super Bowl. But then I looked at it and I'm like, if the Redskins win, the Chiefs are going to destroy them. Whereas I think the Eagles have a good chance to actually blow out the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs' run defense is just not strong enough to deal with the best running back in potentially one of the best seasons in NFL history, but also the best running back in the league. Saquon Barkley, I just don't see how they're going to be able to contain him without, their most valuable player, the Kansas City referees. How many calls in tomorrow's game, how many times will Saquon burst out a run for 20, 30, 40 yards or a long one for a touchdown, and here comes the laundry, here come the flags, and all of a sudden it's pulled back? I expect, what's the over-under on that? What's the over-under on how many times a long Saquon Barkley run is called back by the officiating? I can picture it being more than once, maybe 2 times. I think Saquon will have a few big runs, but I think they're going to pull at least 2 of them back. Let's say he has 5 runs of over 10 yards. Okay. And I'm just saying 5 runs for over 10 yards. I think there's a good possibility 2 of them are called back on a hold or something that has nothing to do with the play and is something like everyone has said, you could call a hold on pretty much any call or any play in the NFL because there's always somebody grabbing or whatever. But the NFL needs to break it down to if it affects the play. If the run is to the right and there's a hold all the way on the left side of the line and it's, minuscule. It's like a quick thing. It's not egregious. It's not like he's pulling him down to the turf. Don't make that call. Don't make that call. Let the players play. And if tomorrow's game, they let the players play, I think Philadelphia will be getting their second Super Bowl. I think they will. I think they're a better team. I think Kansas City is extremely overrated. A lot of their wins this year, they barely beat the Panthers. A lot of wins this year, they won luckily or by very little. Didn't they beat the Broncos because the Broncos missed a field goal? And as Jets fans, let's be honest, we have that gripe all day long. All day long, we could sit there and gripe about the officiating and the refs or missing field goals and losing games. If we had a better kicker, and we've talked about this before, I'm just, it's rehashing. Maybe there's some new people in here. By the way, hit the like on your way in, please. I want you guys to do that right now. Hit that like button. Let people know that we are live. Let the YouTube algorithm see that the Midnight Mike Show is live so that more people can tune into the show, because it's free and it's something you could do if you appreciate the fact that I'm here doing a show for you guys, and it helps out the show. It just helps out the show a lot. But it had the Jets had a field goal, a decent field. Had the Jets had Greg Zuerlein of the previous 2 seasons, we would. I'm telling you, we would have had 4 or 5 extra wins under our belt. But that's the problem with the NFL. And you can't gripe about that. The field goals were missed. It's not like it was a crazy bad call by officials that cost us a game. It was our own stupidity and our own mistakes. That's what it is. Not only are we going to be doing our intermission report tonight with Mike and Maddie's top 5, as we always do on Saturday night, about an hour into the show, but we got a new segment debuting tonight here on the Midnight Mike Show, which I'm very excited about. And I will tell you guys all right now, it's called In a New York Minute with Mets 2128. So Mets, I don't know if you're in the comments section yet, but we got a surprise for you. And it's basically what it is. It's just it's like a little 1-minute snippet of Mets being Mets on Mets 2128's channel, which is Mets 2128. Go subscribe, please. And I'd like to thank DB for sending these over. And it's going to become like pretty much a weekly thing. Every Saturday, I'm going to do a New York Minute with Mets 2128. And, I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. And tonight, because we're debuting that segment, I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do 2 New York Minutes. So it's New York 2 minutes with Mets 2128. We're going to have a blast. Let me go over here and check the comments section. Guys, make sure to hit that like button. I'll be getting some of my co-hosts in here momentarily, and we will get into this. By the way, I want to point out that a lot of you may be wondering, hey, Mike, you told me that you were going to put out for members only, you were going to put out a Super Bowl III watch along. Well, guess what? I did. I had a live stream going for members only on, I believe it was Thursday night. I planned on doing it Wednesday night, but that got messed up for something. Was it snow removal? It was something that messed that up. And so then I did it Thursday night, and I got about 20 minutes into it before YouTube pulled the whole stream down, because I was seeing what I could get away with, and I made it a members only show. So I figured, I could get away with more here, but turns out you can't, because that's technically monetized. So what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And it got pulled down immediately. I can show you a few clips from it, but I still plan on putting out a Super Bowl III watch along. I just have to do it in a very in a different way. So I'm still planning on doing that. Obviously, it won't come before the Super Bowl tomorrow, but still, Jets fans will enjoy, I'm sure, watching Super Bowl III with me. Because you'll be able to watch along, whether it's somehow on my screen or on the screen behind me or something. We'll figure it out. Let's go in. Guys, hit that like button. Get more people in here. I would really appreciate that. Valerie's in here. DB is in here. Let's see here. Infrared is in here. Infrared, man. I love Infrared. I talked to him a lot on the Jet stream with Murdog. It's great. By the way, Dano, if you're still in here, what the hell does this mean? Do you need Blue Chew? No, I don't need Blue Chew. Come on now. Get out of here with that. But it was a funny comment nonetheless. I appreciate it. Valerie's in here. First Lady, how you doing, Val? Good to see you, Mets. Oh, Mets not going to be able to make it to tonight's show. Have MLW Super Fight to work on. Mets, that's bullshit, buddy. That is bullshit. You need to be here. I'm debuting a new segment all about you, and you're worried about some wrestling crap. I don't know about that. Miguel is in here. Let's effing go. What's up, gang? Green fam. What do you guys think? First off, I want to talk a little bit. Another thing the title of this show, Why Aren't I More Excited, is twofold. Okay. It not only is because of the Super Bowl tomorrow, which I'm excited in a way because I went out, I got chicken wings that we're gonna make. I got subs, I got sub sandwiches, I got a nice kielbasa that I'm gonna cut up. I got the what do you call it, the charcuterie board? I got the pepperoni and the cheese and the crackers. We'll put some kielbasa on there too. What else did I get? I feel like I got some more things. I got the chicken, the subs, whatever. Point being, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about eating, watching football, and enjoying the time with my family as much as they can enjoy football, because none of them, my youngest is kind of starting to, get, kind of ask questions and seem a little bit more interested. But I feel like as per usual, my wife, if she's watching, will be watching mainly for like commercials and things like that. And my oldest daughter will probably just be there for the food. She loves her food. I'll tell you that. Yeah, Sean, REFS, refs. Let's see what Val has to say. Let the Chiefs have their three-peat, as Joe Willie said about the Jets Super Bowl. When one is that good, one is enough. Val, I honestly don't, without help, and you guys know what I'm saying, I think the Eagles are a better team. I think the Eagles are winning this one. Yeah, the DB, absolutely. You can call it on every play. And that's the thing. The NFL and the officials need to work on this and make it so that if it has nothing to do with the play, if it's off to the left, the run goes to the right. I'm sorry. Like let them play. What's up, Jerome? How you doing? Midnite Mike, the man, the myth, the legend. I appreciate that. Are all you guys hitting that are you guys all hitting that like button? You better be. You better be. I 8-Ball Mike. What does that mean? What does that mean? Is that a cocaine reference, or is that a billiard reference? I don't know. We'll find out. I got one of my co-hosts in here, and as soon as he's all set and ready to go, I'll bring him in. DB says the Chiefs do have a great roster and staff to their credit. Yeah, it's good, but I just don't think it's what it was in the past 2 years when they won those Super Bowls. Like, look at how close a lot of their games were this year, and how many times not only if the officiating helped them, but just straight up luck helped them, and that's part of the NFL. Having luck on your side is part of the NFL. The Jets don't have that. The New York Jets do not have luck on their side. If anything could go bad, it will for the Jets. And for the Chiefs, the exact opposite, it seems. There he is. One of our Bills fans, Chris. What's up, man? How you doing? Hey, Kim, how you doing? Kim, did I forget to send you out stickers? Because I put up the stuff to start sending out a new wave of stickers, and I saw your thing in there, and I was like, did I remember to send Kim her stickers? If not, I have your information and everything that you sent me ready to go. So I will send it with this next wave. Definitely. Wow, this is a lot. You're writing a lot here, Malurka. Atlantis is your hidden origin. Europe, America, and the world are not free since Judeo-Christianity, oh boy, invaded, enslaved Europe, and the world hid the real history. That's why people don't know what. I don't know. Look, you can come in here and talk all the stuff you want to talk. That's fine. I just not. This is not what the show's about. So I don't understand why you're bothering on a New York Jets show. To do that stuff. Johnny boy, what's up? He's in here, says, let's go Jets, let's go Chiefs. No, why would you want the Chiefs to win? Yeah, I get it, Matt. You can't make it. You're a traitor. You're a traitor is what you are. I make a whole segment for you. You're the only person who has their own intro video when you come on the stream. And this is how you treat me, Mets? Shame. Tiffany, fuck the Chiefs, signed a Bills fan. There you go. I'm with you. I do not want to see the Chiefs win in this one. Definitely not. As a Jets fan, how can you cheer for another AFC team that dominates the division? No, that's why, honestly, that's why during the division games I was cheering. I didn't cheer for the Bills. I will never cheer for the Bills. That's the one thing the Jets have over the Bills. We have a Super Bowl. They do not. Okay, so already the Jets are pretty much the laughing stock of the division. Miami has multiple Super Bowls. Now, granted, they haven't won a playoff game since the World Trade Center was standing. Jets have been to 2 AFC championships since then. But still, they still have multiple Super Bowls. Obviously, none of us are touching the Patriots. Let's be honest here. And so, no, I'm not gonna root for the Bills. It's not gonna happen. But I respect you being in here, and I love that you're in here. That's awesome. Thank you. I hope you know. And if you want to talk shit on the Jets, please feel free. That's how this show rolls. Because I want them to take over the Patriots dynasty. Okay, I get it, but I can't get behind that. I hated the Patriots dynasty. I hated I'm hating this Kansas City. I don't like dynasties. When the Yankees had their dynasty in the 90s, I mean, obviously I loved it as a Yankee fan, but I completely understood why the rest of the country wanted nothing to do with it. It's not fun. It's not fun for the same team. Like one of the things I like is like, I'm trying to remember who it was. And I think it might've been Drew Brees. So when Drew Brees and the Saints won the Super Bowl, not only was it the Saints' first Super Bowl victory, and I felt it makes you feel good for the fans, but Drew Brees brought his kids out, and they had their like headphones on because it was all loud and whatever. And that's like a touching moment. I'm sick of fucking seeing Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. I'm sick of seeing Tom Brady and whatever, and Bill Belichick. I'm tired of it. Guys, let me bring in my co-host. We'll get back to your comments. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in the Murdog. How you doing, man?
What's up, man?
What do you think? Are you who are you rooting for? Eagles or Chiefs?
The Eagles all day.
There you go. We may not like Philly. Nobody likes Philly. I lived there for over a decade. I hate it.
No, it's like I'm reading the chat. The Bills fan. I was rooting for the Bills. I was rooting for the Texans to beat the Chiefs. I was rooting for the Bills to beat the Chiefs. I don't care who beats the Chiefs. I don't care if coronavirus came back that took out the Chiefs. I don't give a shit. I don't hate Buffalo. I know a lot of you guys don't agree, but I mean, I hate New England. That's the team I hate. Buffalo, I don't hate them. They're a New York team. I know they're a divisional rival, but Buffalo has been through it over the years since the early 90s. So I just don't have hate in my heart for them. I mean, of course, I want the Jets to win. But I respect them more because the thing about the Chiefs and the Patriots is that I don't feel that they earned it. They've been assisted by referees and bad calls to get them there repeatedly.
And a lot of luck, like I said earlier.
I mean, of course, there's luck involved, but especially with the Chiefs, I mean, look, Brady got caught, the Deflategate shit. Okay, but that was the least of it. When you get like multiple times getting caught filming other teams' walkthroughs, you already know their game plan. You know the plays. When you see the formation, because you have it on tape already, you know what they're running.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to win. And some of those Super Bowls were still close, or it's not most of them. So I don't respect how they won. The Chiefs in the beginning, I was happy for them. But then when you start to see all the calls go their way to make a difference, playoff games, to get home field advantage every year, it's just bullshit,
I get it.
So it's like I can't respect the Chiefs so all their accomplishments are marred with, you got to look at it. It's almost like the Houston Astros World Series titles, like they should have an asterisk.
Yeah.
Scandals. That's how I see the Patriots and the Chiefs.
Or the same thing with Barry Bonds' home run record.
Yeah, anything that there's cheating involved, I just can't respect it. So that's just how I feel about it. Like the disdain I have is look, if you're going to be a dynasty, fucking earn it. That's it. Just be the best team and you'll have to eat it, right? Like, damn, the Jets suck again, but, this team's a juggernaut. Nah, I don't know. They're very beatable, even with the assistance from the refs and probably the NFL management, the league. So
yeah. Real quick, Dark Soldier, he was in here earlier. They were talking so much before the show started, but Dark Soldier's in here. Thank you for being in here. He says, fuck the Chiefs. Tiffany was saying, I'm saying the other Jets fan that said go Chiefs. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. No, I get it. I can't. Now I can root for an AFC team, Murdog. Like I can root for an AFC team in the Super Bowl, but they can't be a division rival. So that eliminates the Patriots, Dolphins, and Bills. and they can't be annoying. And the Chiefs are annoying at this point. So it's like, I can't sit there and support them. I'd rather go with the evil Philadelphia Eagles and the evil Philadelphia fans than go with this dynasty bullshit. Please, guys, keep hitting that thumbs up. I'd like to see my numbers go up here tonight. And the only way that happens is if you guys, for free, just write down, it's down there somewhere below the video, is that all you have to do is click it.
Yeah, don't forget, go to my channel and drop a sub.
Don't listen to Murdog. Wait till after my show to do that.
I said it before the show even started.
Bills choke when it matters. Yeah. And Tiffany, please, I love you being here. I love fans of other teams being on my show. You are all welcome. You're all welcome to talk shit. That's what we do here. But don't take offense to the fact that I've said it last show and whatever. But one of my favorite January traditions has become watching Josh Allen hang his head after choking right before getting to the Super Bowl or in the playoffs. It's great. Val, you are not a Jets fan talking about choking. No, please. Jets fans are more self-deprecating than any fan base in the NFL. We know how much we suck.
Oh, shit.
Like, we are very aware of how much we suck. So there it is. Dark Soldier comes in and says, I'm with Murdog. I wanted Buffalo to beat Kansas City. Not me, man. Once Buffalo beat us, I was pulling for the Lions versus the Bills. DB is our boy. Ben Pryor. What's up, man? I'm not saying that the refs are rigging games for the Chiefs. There have been a lot of questionable calls, especially this season. That sounds exactly like what you're saying. So by saying, it's like, what movie was it? Was it Talladega Nights, where Will Ferrell would say to someone, with all due respect, and then just completely shit on them, and then they'd be like, you can't just say with all due respect and then just be an asshole. Ben, you can't say, I'm not saying that the refs are rigging the game for the Chiefs, but there's been a lot of questionable calls, especially this season. We've all seen it. You're not the only one, Ben. Like, we've all seen it for a couple seasons now, and even like Murdog has brought up, even broadcasters and radio personalities have noticed it has become very obvious.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
go Eagles. It's Ben.
It's not like it's every play. Like I watch how they do it too. It's the important plays. Like you've heard me say before, like Saquon's gonna rip off big plays and flag. But watch for like the crucial moments, like 3rd and 2. Watch the spotting of the ball every time.
Yes.
Watch the spot.
Yep.
They might put him back a foot every fucking play.
Yep.
Where they should have had a first down on 3rd down. Nope, it's 4th and 1.
Yep.
But they would have had it if you spotted the ball. Just pay attention to that.
Yep. No, I see. I Murdog, I'm telling you, I have caught that this whole season. You see them and like they'll come in and it'll be like, they'll be a yard short, and then all of a sudden when they spot the ball, it'll be a yard and a half short.
Mm-hmm.
It's
the little things. Watch the little things. If they pick up a 3rd down and, like, let's say the Eagles are gaining momentum, they're driving down the field, see if the ref starts setting them back, stop the momentum. Or if the Chiefs drives a stalling, maybe it might be 2nd down, 2nd and 7. They're like, just watch for this stuff.
Okay. No, I believe me. And the problem is that this is the Super Bowl. All eyes are going to be on those officials. Mm-hmm. Like, all eyes. Ben says as a lifelong Packers fan, we've got a Packers fan in the house. We've got Bills fans. We've got Dolphins fans. We've got Packers fans. Who else? I'm sure. I mean, there's other team fans that we get in here. DB, obviously, Broncos fan. As a lifelong Packers fan, I can't say shit for what my division did this year in the playoffs. Yeah, it was pretty rough, wasn't it? You guys were 0-3, weren't you? Did the Lions win a game?
No, they lost.
They all lost. Oh boy,
they had to buy. They lost to drop. Washington dropped 45 on them, but they also had 5 turnovers, so you can't really.
Miguel Padilla, what's up, buddy? And here's the funny thing: Miguel came in. When I put out for everybody to get the stickers, I put out my email address. Yeah. Miguel emailed me, and after his name, put the pronunciation of his name.
Miguelito?
Miguel Badilla.
Miguelito.
Yeah.
Padilla.
And I'm going to ignore that, Miguel, because it's become people, regulars on our show who become like part of the crew, there's always inside jokes. So our inside joke goes back to, was it your stream where I started calling him? It was me, you, and Red, right? And it was like telling him that I have to call him, like, speak like a white boy, and he's Miguel Padilla. So I hope you appreciate that, Miguel. Like, I'm not being a jerk. It's just become our thing. That's what that is. I'm happy that others are believing what I believe about this BS for the Chiefs. Ben, it's more clear now with the Chiefs than it's ever been. I personally think another Bills fan in the house. Good evening from Buffalo, home of the NFL MVP Josh Allen. It would have been an awesome Super Bowl with the Bills and the Lions. Yeah, if the Lions won, maybe. I'm sorry. I love you, DJ. You know I do, but I'm not sitting here pretending like I would be so pissed off. Like, you know what? I wouldn't even be pissed off if the Patriots won another Super Bowl, because it's just like I'm desensitized to it.
How dare you?
But you want to see me pissed off? Like, people love my reaction videos and like me getting pissed about the Jets. You want to see me pissed off if the Dolphins or the Bills won a Super Bowl? I would do a reaction video, and you would see me probably more cursing more than I've ever cursed. I don't even know if I'd be able to monetize the video. I'll be honest. I'd be so pissed off. Here's what we're going to do. We got Sean waiting in the background. He's there in the backstage area. We're going to bring him in a second. But what I want to do first is bring up the next topic. And I talked about this earlier. Like, I didn't get to it, but I said that the title of this video, which is why aren't I more excited, is twofold. Not only does it involve the game tomorrow, but it also involves now Aaron Glenn. And do you want to hear why, Murdog?
Sure.
Every week that goes by that him and Darren Muji don't pull the trigger on, is Aaron playing? Is Aaron and Devontae coming back, or are they not? And I don't give a fuck whether they're coming back or not. I would prefer them to come back, only because then we don't have to like have that question or whatever. We know Aaron and Devontae are a good team and can put up points. Okay. But I also get the other side, that he was playing through a lot of injuries this past season, and here we are another year older. He's in his 40s. We got to move on. We're going to have to move on eventually. But every week that goes by, and I'm willing to give it till after the Super Bowl before I start getting really pissed about it. But I've said this before, Murdoch, we can't build our team through free agency. We can't plan for the draft. We can't do anything until we know if those two guys are going to be on the New York Jets next year. And I thought that Aaron Glenn was going to come in, and within 2 weeks, boom, we were going to know. Because I figured no nonsense, Aaron Glenn. He's going to come in and go to Rodgers and say, here's what we're doing. Are you in or are you out? But we're doing it my way. And every week that goes by, I get more and more pissed off, and more I question Aaron Glenn more, because if I were coming in as the head coach, and I'm not saying I should, I'm not saying I'm better than Aaron Glenn or anything, but if I came in as the head coach, I would have gone to Aaron and within a week known what I was doing with him. Within a week, I would have flown out to California. I would have hung out, and I would have figured this shit out. And so the only thing is that I get the actual NFL season is not over yet. So, okay. But once we get past tomorrow, if we get to next Saturday, I'm going to be more annoyed. If we get to the Saturday after that, I'm going to get even more pissed off. I know Aaron Rodgers is one of those guys who likes to play the game. I don't know what I'm doing, all this other crap. But as the new head coach and the new GM of the New York Jets, that doesn't fly anymore. You're fucking 40 years old. Tell us what you're doing now. We don't have time. We need to figure this shit out. So that's why I'm getting less and less excited about Aaron Glenn. I figured he would have come in and basically been like, this is my team. Here's how we're doing it. Are you in or are you out? And we have not heard anything yet.
Maybe they haven't made the decision. Maybe Muji's contemplating, the cap and ramifications.
It's taking too long. It's taking too long.
We got a long way to go, bud. We got a long way to go.
Yeah, we have a long way to go, but we can't start that long way to go till we figure out what the fuck is going on with our quarterback and our number one wide receiver.
But what if they know? They're just not announcing it to the world. Like, they know, that's all that matters. If Aaron knows, Devontae knows, they know.
Yeah, but let us in.
Well, maybe they don't want to.
Let us in. What are we, fucking scum? What are we, like, garbage?
No, I don't know what's going on. Maybe because look, Aaron's not doing what he did prior. Not even with us, but saying, "Oh, I'll see how I feel. I'm gonna go on a darkness retreat for 3 or 4 days." Like, he's not doing that. He wants to play, and he wants to play for the Jets. It's a matter if the new regime wants him. I think he's made that clear, no? So it's not on Aaron. It's on management.
I know, and that's
maybe
what I'm saying. I'm not sitting here shitting on Aaron Rodgers. I'm here saying that I'm losing confidence in the almost dictatorship that should be Aaron Glenn coming in and being like, this is how I'm running my team. This is what I want to do. And if you're not on fucking board to how I want to do it, get the fuck out. And
there might be a missing element. What if it's on Devontae? What if everything is hinging on both of them being here, not just one or the other? Maybe Devontae doesn't want to play with another quarterback.
I agree, dude. I agree with that. I think they're a package deal. It's if Aaron stays, Devontae stays. If Aaron goes, Devontae goes.
No, but what I'm saying is, what if they want him? They want Aaron back. They want Devontae back, but Devontae's not sure if he wants to come back. So they're not going to announce anything until everybody is in agreement. What if it's all on Devontae and not Aaron?
Well, that's my point. So let's do a hypothetical here. Okay. Aaron Glenn goes to Aaron Rodgers and says, I'm running the team. You're not. I'll take you as my quarterback, but you have to be completely on board to my game plan, what I want to do. Aaron Rodgers goes, I'm in. I want to play. I want to have a successful season with the New York Jets. Okay. Then Aaron Glenn goes to Devontae. And apparently, from what I've heard, there's been zero communication between Aaron Glenn, Darren Muji, and Devontae. Okay, that's what I hear. But let's just say they went to Devontae, and Devontae was like, I don't know. Like, I may want to go. I may want to look at other options elsewhere. At that point, Aaron Glenn goes, all right, goodbye. Peace.
To the Jets or peace to Devontae?
Peace to Devontae. Goodbye. Oh, you're not sure? You're not sure? Get the fuck out, because this is how I'm running the team. Like, I don't want people here who aren't sure. I want people here who are fully on board to do what I want to do to try and turn this team around. And then if Aaron wants to go with him, go. Like, I am so sick and tired of hanging on to letting players, whatever. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. And I want Aaron and Devontae back. I want them back for next season. But if they're not 100% on board, if there's a part of them, when Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji go to them, if there's part of them going, I don't know, I need another month to think about it, get the fuck out. We don't have time for that. We need to start rebuilding this team now. And we chances are we're going to have to rebuild the team next year if we keep Aaron and Devontae. So let's get this shit moving. If you don't want to be here, get the fuck out. Let us start that rebuild. Even if it's with Tyrod and what's the Florida State kid's name? Jordan Travis. Yeah. Whatever. Get the fuck out. Like, I'm losing faith. Like, I want Aaron Glenn to come in like gangbusters.
Mike, sometimes on a hot day, you just got to go commando and let the boys breathe.
We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that.
We do. I mean, you catch a nice breeze on a hot day, your nutsack will thank you. So sometimes it's wise to do that. We haven't even got through the Super Bowl yet. Relax.
I'm not relaxing. You know me, Murdog.
I mean, Sal always said, all gas, no brakes. Right now is the time to pump the brakes. Like, NFL season's not even over. Let's just let them go on their vacations, have their fun, reassess what they want to do.
All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. What we're going to do, Murdog. I see the numbers going up. That must mean you guys are hitting that like button. Anyone who has not hit that thumbs up button, please do so. Every time you guys do, when a group of you do, I can see it in the views. It's very obvious. The YouTube algorithm is very predictable. So please hit that like button. What I'm going to do is Tiffany comes in, says they want this three-peat for the Chiefs so bad. It's sickening.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Ben says we have to remember that Madden lost 6 times to the Steelers before he finally got there. Unfortunately, the Bills are in a similar position. Ben, I think that, and sorry, Tiff, and sorry, DJ, and sorry, Chris. Guys, I think your window, I think this might have been it. You know, I'm not saying you won't be a good team going forward, but you guys had this window of like 4 years where it was like you really could have been a Super Bowl team.
I'll push back on that one, Mike, when you're done.
No, go ahead. Do it right now, because I'm going to bring in Sean, and we're going to do real quick before we talk to Sean. I'll bring him in, but then we're going to do our first New York Minute with Mets 2128.
I'll push back on that a little bit, because prior to the season, I already thought, I said, oh, look, you know, Jets are winning the division. We're going to be like 11-6, roughly, right? So give or take a win. But I was like, every team in the division got worse, right? Miami lost offensive linemen, linebackers, impact players. Patriots are rebuilding, and Buffalo, no more Stephon Diggs. They lost like their entire secondary. It was like nobody really got better but the Jets on paper. So it's like, shit, we got the division. It's like everything's lining up. The stars are aligning for us this year, and we saw how it played out. But without Stephon Diggs, Bills put up a lot of points. Offense didn't miss a beat. Shakir stepped up, hitting both tight ends. Well, I know Knox was hurt a whole bunch, but Kincaid was doing good. Like
I actually brought Shakir in on my bench on my fantasy team in the few weeks that I brought him in.
Yeah, but I'm saying they had so many losses on their roster of impact players from the couple of years prior. They didn't skip a beat. Dudes that were second string stepped up, and they just steamrolled through the division. So and whoever they played, they had a great record. So you know. What's the change next year? You know, they still got
I'm just saying every year Josh Allen gets older. Every year his guys around him change. I mean, look, I think now they may have another year.
That's a testament to him, though.
No, I think winning. I think Josh Allen is a great quarterback. Is he on the level of the greats? You need that Super Bowl. But I don't know. It's just Josh Allen is a great player, no doubt, but there's only so long that one player can carry a team on his shoulders, and he's done a lot for this team. Like he really. Now, once again, he's also a big pussy boy because he takes all these flops like he's in fucking soccer and tries to cry at the referees, which is just so embarrassing for him because it's caught on tape, and it's truly embarrassing as a football player to take the flops he takes and then look like he's crying about it. My advice to him would be, you're a great player. You're a tough player. I've watched you run and slam into guys where I'm like, what are you doing? You're putting your body at risk. Like Josh Allen is a tough guy, but it takes away from that when you watch him do some of these flops and just look like such a puss. It really hurts. DJ Bills fan. I'll be waiting for you to be pissed next year when the Bills win the Super Bowl. Yeah, we'll see. Who do you want the Jets to draft? I'm not gonna. I look. Murdoch does a lot of draft shows and whatever. I wait till we get closer to draft. I wait till we know if we have Aaron and Devontae. I wait till we know who we're getting in free agency before I start sitting there and trying to worry about who we're going to draft. But I'll tell you right now, there's a few spots on the defense, run stopper, safety, players like that I think we need to fill. Another offensive lineman wouldn't be bad, but you know. That is what it is. Adirondack says, first, fuck KC and the Swifties. Second, Murdoch, please explain to Midday Mike about the 8-ball reference. What was that 8-ball reference? I thought, I'm old school. I thought it was about cocaine.
That's usually where I go to.
Oh, okay. Adirondack, what are you talking about?
I didn't see it, an 8-ball joke.
10:30 Mike. Thanks, DB. Appreciate it. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Thank you, Valerie. Ben, I appreciate that. Let's bring in our Minnesota Vikings correspondent, Sean Neutron, who is actually making some faces and shaking his head during some of this conversation. Sean, I want you to think about what you were shaking your head about, what you agreed with, what you disagreed with. But before you do that, I am going to debut our new segment, a New York Minute with Mets 2128. And I have, because we're debuting this segment tonight, what we're going to do is I'm going to do two, one now and one after the intermission report. The one after the intermission report is I have like 5 of these in the can from DB. The one after the intermission report is probably my favorite of all of them, but this one's also really good. So here's Mets ranting about the Mets in what we are calling a New York Minute with Mets 2128.
One man, Luis fucking Rojas. And why? Because he is so godforsakenly illogical in when he enters the bullpen. There's no logic behind it. You go with brains. You go with brains. Go with brain power, you stupid ass son of a bitch, not heart. You go with brains. You stupid ass son of a bitch. You go with brains. You are an incompetent dumbass. I thought Mickey Callaway was bad, but you're far worse. I am hoping and praying to God that Taiwan Walker has a good outing tomorrow so you don't end up fucking the team over again. You fucking half-witted shitbag. And may God forgive me for going off the handles like this, but this is something I need to address. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Mets2128 signing out. Goodbye. Good fucking night. Bang. And I am not in a good mood right now.
There he is. Mets2128. Go over, subscribe to his channel. It may be hard to find some of these rants, but they come pretty often, and all the best ones will be clipped by DB and brought in for the Mets New York Minute with Mets2128. Real quick, guys, your reaction to Mets. Murdoch.
I got an erection. That was great. I love that shit. I actually like when he does that, you know? Like, that's the best version of Mets right there.
I agree.
I want to see that version all the time. On your show, my show, everywhere. During his everyday life, I want to walk down the streets and just fucking talk to people like that. Fantastic.
Who's he asking if he's loaded? Oh, maybe infrared because he was talking infrared. No, I'm definitely not.
England King.
I'll get to it. Sean, what'd you think? What'd you think of Mets rant?
I respect the passion. I mean, obviously, I'm not as familiar with the Mets, but I would by default will agree with him, I guess, because he seems like he knows everything about it. But yeah, so good for him.
Adirondack Fly Guy channel member, what's up, buddy? Says Sunset Mike. I love how you're all getting in on this. It's not just DB and Murdoch anymore. Now it's everyone in the Discord. It's everybody in the fucking comments section being wise asses.
That was mine, Sunset Mike.
It's crazy.
I think my other one is slightly after dinner time, Mike.
All right. Well, guess what, guys? We have someone in here. My regular co-host, and people are already saying, "Hey, Maddie, let's bring him in." Maddie, how you doing, buddy?
Hi, boys. What's going down? It's good to see everybody. How are you?
Were you in here long enough? Were you in here long enough to catch the first Mets?
I saw it. Yeah, I literally clicked on it just in time to see it. Oh my!
I'm telling you, the one after the intermission report is even better.
Well, I had to put my hat on in homage to the Mets Minute, actually. So.
Is that the hat we were talking about?
No, this is not. The one we were talking about is this year's spring training, and it's like orange, and it has Mr. Met wearing like those Brett the Hitman heart shades. They're already scalping them on eBay for like twice as much as they cost to buy, which is ironic because New Era still has plenty, but whatever. So,
Mike, maybe I'll have to do the Minnesota Minute.
Oh, you think you could get as riled? You think you get as riled up as Mets?
It would have to come off natural, so I'd have to get really passionate about something. I wouldn't force it.
Well, we're gonna have to get our boy some super duper like weapons grade crystal meth because Sean is a little too reserved to match that kind of energy. Thank you, DB. Love you, buddy.
Michael comes in, says, I'm laughing my ass off with this Mets guy. Ha ha ha.
Oh, man.
Like I said, wait till after the intermission report. I have an even better one for you.
But Mike, you were asking what I was making facial expressions about.
Yeah, I saw you in the backstage. What were you shaking your head and stuff about?
Well, definitely, I'm with you on the Aaron Glenn thoughts about having to establish it right away. I heard Murdoch say it's still not the end of the season, obviously, but with they needed you need to have decisions made, and he needs to set the tone right away. So I think you need to know what you're doing with your quarterback situation right away. You need to know what you're doing. The planning for the future. None of this. Let's let Aaron come back and see how we're gonna. No, I think you just need to set the tone right away. Dictatorship, as you said.
Yeah. Like I said, yeah, no, Sean. And I said it before, so whatever. But those who are joining us now, it's like he needs to get this done immediately, and we can't have this whole Aaron Rodgers thing. Or there's other quarterbacks.
Yeah, you can't let Rodgers dictate it. They've let him dictate it for 2 years.
Zach wants to know if you're ready for the JJ era to begin.
Yeah, I am. I feel like Darnold will get a really good offer somewhere else. Obviously, he deserves more money based on the year he had, but we're not going to commit that much money to him that he wants or number of years in the contract. I'm fully ready with JJ. I keep hearing people saying rumors of Garoppolo, saying about Daniel Jones starting the season. No. JJ will have plenty of time next year. He'll be ready by week 1. He's only going to get healthier from here on out, barring any unforeseen circumstances. So I'm on board with JJ. You traded up to get him on the 10th pick. I'm not going to keep him waiting if there's really no reason to. We've seen what we saw with Darnold in those 2 primetime games in the playoffs. And we can't bet our future on that. That would be like when the Giants did, signed Daniel Jones to that massive contract. We fortunately got those 2 games out of the way to make that decision. There's no reason to waste any more time.
Real quick, we've got a Jets chant to play, so let's do that right now. Jets. DB94, channel moderator, channel member comes in with $2. Says Maddie the legend with the
thanks, buddy. Too nice.
Yeah, it's great to have you. Great to have you here, Maddie.
I wanted to come on for the whole show, but that just wasn't feasible. So I was like, well, I better at least be there for the intermission report so we can make it Mike and Maddie's real deal top 5 at least.
But Maddie, you know what the Chiefs fans chant? REFS, refs.
Yeah, I believe it. Honestly, I don't know who's rooting for anybody really tomorrow. I'm technically rooting for the Chiefs just because I hate everything Philadelphia. But that's literally the only reason. That's it.
No.
And I mean, secretly, I'm kind of rooting for a terrorist attack or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm rooting for the Chiefs, not because I like them, but I just cannot stand the Philadelphia fans the most. And just I have PTSD from that NFC Championship in 2018. I actually like all the players except for AJ Brown. He's a little bit of a bitch. But other than that, I'm just rooting for the Chiefs tomorrow. I don't like to do it, but it is what it is.
I'll have the game on while I'm playing a video game if I'm not taking care of my mom. She wants to watch a game, and I've been farting around playing games on my phone, but that's about it.
I'll put the money on it. If I can win some money on it, then all the better.
Yeah, like I say, if there was a Rangers or a Knicks game on at the same time, it's not even a question. I would just go watch that.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Why not do official predictions since we haven't done that yet, and just go with not who you want to win. We kind of already
will happen.
Yeah, who do you think actually will win the game? And let's start off with Murdoch.
I don't know. I was just focused on we just got a great shot of that dog's asshole. Jarred me for a bit. Eagles are winning.
In Maddie's stream. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
It's Arrow's booty. Good girl.
He was facing the way. I just saw a big brown eye. I was like, oh man. His tail was up and everything.
She's just displaying her wares.
Yeah. Oh, there's another dog.
Don't body shame.
The other dog's coming in to sniff.
Yep, making sure nobody really messes with it.
Yeah, I'm going Eagles, man. They're just a better team. And I said probably halfway through the year, this Chiefs team is not the Chiefs team of old, like with the other Super Bowl teams. They're just Mahomes had a down year. Now I know the playoffs are a different animal, but you can never count them out with their just Mahomes and the refs. But I just think this Eagles team is just too good all around for them to win. I'm confident in the Eagles tomorrow.
All right, Maddie, what do you think?
I agree with everything Murdoch said, but I still think that KC will pull it out by a field goal at the end. I think like Chiefs 24, Eagles 21, and more of the question is how many questionable calls do we think we're going to see? And
that's the question, Maddie. I said that earlier in the show.
Oh, did you?
I said, okay, let's say Saquon has 5 big runs, and I mean 5 big runs is like 10 yards or more. How many of those are called back due to he runs to the left and gets 10, 15, 30 yards, whatever? There's a very like weak hold on the other side of the line, but they call it anyway.
I would say at least 2.
Yeah, that's what I said. 2 out of 5.
It's I just the track record has been so bad that like, I mean, I saw a stat that's like, I think it said 73% of fans think that the NFL is fixed, and you know that's really depressing. If I'm Roger Goodell, I think honestly this whole offseason my job is to work on the image of the league and make it very public that we're taking all of our referees and we're having remedial classes or something, you know, show that we're addressing that. We hear the fans complaining about the referees, because if he doesn't do anything and this shit continues, the NFL starts to lose fans real fast. And you know, if
and
that
they had a lot of problems a couple years ago with all that kneeling bullshit, and they lost.
Yeah,
I still know people who don't watch anymore because of that. And now with the NFL, you know, and once again, you know, the NFL is I don't know what the word is, but they're not listed as a sports league. They're listed as entertainment, like WWE.
Really?
Yes.
It's interesting.
Whereas the NHL, NBA, MLB are all listed as sports.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like if I was like running a Vegas line, it would be how many questionable calls are in the game, and the over-under would be at least 6. My guess though is I think the Chiefs will pull it out. They just seem to be able to have the devil's luck, and I think the NFL likes the idea of finally having a three-peat, which is why I think there will be questionable calls.
But my question is, why would the NFL want a three-peat? Like it's
never been done.
No, correct, but it's all about the money. And it's like, where's the money coming in for having the same team and the same small market win again, as opposed to having like Philadelphia win, where you're probably going to sell way more hats and way more shirts and way more hoodies.
That was the case before Taylor Swift entered the scene. Swifties rock Chiefs gear now.
Well,
and I know that's silly, but it's true. And I mean, really, if I'm the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs and I can like make a deal with Satan for like a pinky finger or one of my kids that I don't like, you know, like not a major like soul deal, but a pretty good one, it would be like Taylor Swift and him never break up. That's all I want, unless we trade him.
Another thing I've heard, and this is another rumor, there's nothing substantiated about this, is that if the NFL and everybody wants the Chiefs to win because Travis Kelce is going to propose to her on the field after the game.
Probably. I mean,
Mike, you asked about like, you know, where's the money in that? But I think if you think about it more like long term, you know, I think next year you'd have the Chiefs, if they were a three-peat, you know, as the even bigger villain, and the money's in, once again, the ratings are teams, you know, fans are watching them, you know, hopefully lose each week, you know, next year. So I think if next year it's kind of like who's the, you know, the team to unseat them, and, you know, can the Bills do it next year? We'll have to see what they do in the offseason, but
don't use the Bills as an example. Use any other fucking team, please.
Well, here's the thing, though. The Bills won't win because the Bills are like that guy in a romantic comedy who, like, at the end scores the date with, like, the hottest chick in school and then comes in his pants. The Jets are the guys that get shot down, but we know if we got that date, we'd be making that girl's teeth sweat. Or
it could be an NFC team in the Super Bowl next year. But I think if the Chiefs win this game, it's going to be a one-possession game. If the Eagles win, I feel like it's going to be something like 41-20 because they just could not contain Saquon. You know, and an interesting over-under for me would be how many trick plays do we see tomorrow? I think the over-under for that should be 3 or 2.5, whatever.
Real quick, DJ, one of our Bills fans, comes in and says, how many years has it been since the Jets were winners? Except DJ, I know you're from Buffalo. It's except ACC, except the lost franchise that they are.
Well, I mean, without a Super Bowl win, you just got to play a couple more games than us. Nobody's going to be like, asterisk, the Bills were really good that year. They didn't even go to the conference final, or they lost in the conference finals. But, just noted. So, I mean, like, I'm sorry, but that shit doesn't mean anything. Like, yeah, you guys won a lot of regular season games. No one cares who the division winner of 2008 was. No one cares who lost in the NFC Championship game or the AFC Championship
because
game.
again, as Matt, I can't agree with you there, Matty, because as a Yankee fan, you're right. I don't give a shit about division championships and even American League championships. I don't give a fuck. The world championships are the only thing that matters to me.
Well, we're
as
talking about
Jets
football,
fan,
though, which is a
dude, as a Jets fan, if we win the division, I'm going to have more merchandise than they can sell. Like, I'm sorry.
We're going to be mature about it, but it still doesn't mean anything. It's a big fucking deal.
No, correct. Everyone around
It means a lot to us, but at the same time, I mean, it's like I tell my kids, I love you more than anything. The rest of the world doesn't give a fuck, so don't get in that van. I mean, it's that simple.
Infrared says if Hurts doesn't get any INTs, I see the Eagles win 27-22. Real quick, Miguel comes in. We get a Jets chant for Matty. Jets.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Now, before we get to the intermission report, Sean, who do you have winning tomorrow's game?
I'm gonna say, let's see here. I got Chiefs 27-21.
All right, I got the Eagles. I don't think they're going to be able to stop Saquon. I think that there are going to be a lot of. I mean, of course, there's going to be a lot of eyes on this game. I think there will be questionable calls, but I don't think there will be as many as you've seen in prior games. And I just don't think that the Chiefs are going to be able to, like, they can get some questionable calls to get some Barkley runs brought back. But I think he's going to be on a fucking mission tomorrow. And I think I've said it, but I think I said it last week. I think the Eagles could potentially blow out the Chiefs. Like, we're talking like 2-score victory.
Yeah, I'm gonna hedge my bet. When I put in 2 exact score predictions, I'll do that one for the Chiefs, and like I said, the other one I'll do 41-20 for the Eagles.
Yeah, it'd be like a 55-10 win, like the Niners Broncos in the 80s, like that. They talk about those blowouts.
Yeah, but if you can predict the exact score, that pays a lot of money. So I don't want to see scoregami tomorrow.
I do.
Tiffany comes in, says the talk about the Chiefs refs, etc., is getting very loud. Did you all hear them ask Travis if he loves Taylor? Oh, yes. Did you guys?
That's hilarious,
dude. There was the same guy asked. He asked Patrick Mahomes a question about something like something about like which referee is your favorite? They asked Patrick Mahomes, and then when he said, "Oh no, they're all just doing their jobs," he goes, "But come on, I mean, at least 1 or 2 of them you send a Christmas card to, right?" And he played it off. And then when he was asking Travis Kelce, he asked, "Who do you love more, Taylor or the phantom 15-yard penalties in the playoffs?"
Give that guy a point, bro.
Dude, the guy's a legend.
So somebody said that one of the refs is a Ravens fan, and then he also lives in Kansas City. So maybe that was why he reffed the way he did against the Bills. And then also, if he lives in Kansas City, he's going to feel the pressure, So who knows if that's all true or how that will factor in. But it's very curious.
Ben comes in and says, actually, the Packers were the first team to win 3 Super Bowls before it was a thing. It was before it was a thing. So no, they weren't.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Ben. And we got a super chat. Our other CO, John Ratcliffe, comes in and gets the Jets chant. Jets. And he says Chiefs win because 3-peat, and we can't have anything nice. Also, what's up, Mike Matty Murdoch? And Ither Dude, prison.
My name's right there. Like it's on the screen. Can I get some respect?
No, dude. When a comment comes up, the names disappear.
Well, I know, but it's been up the rest of the show, though.
That's.
I got a name. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's not like Sean's,
Ither Dude.
It's not like Sean's new here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to change my Twitter surname. Is gonna have to say Ither Dude from now on. Jeez.
If you got to get a shirt that just says Ither Dude, that'd be fucking or a hat. That'd be hilarious.
I'll get a shirt. Fuck it.
And then John comes in, gets another Jets chant. Jets. I hope that DJ Chris and Tiffany are listening because John says it best. Super Bowl wins. Jets 1, Bills 0.
Oh, man.
You see this you see this championship Super Bowl banner behind me, guys? Where's yours? Where's yours? Because we have one.
Also, you said you talked about all the fans who watched the show earlier or part of the show. You didn't say Vikings, so fuck that.
Oh, there you go, Vikings. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's at this point there's so many fans of other teams who, and I fucking love that shit. I love that Tiffany and
I think it's great too. I love that we have so many other fans.
Yeah, Tiffany and DJ and Chris, all the Buffalo fans and YouTube user and Scott Black, Miami fans. I know there's some Patriots fans in here and DB Broncos, Rickroll Broncos.
It's the Midnight Mike melting pot.
It really
Absolutely.
is.
That's what we want it to be.
As soon as I get elected president, I'm deporting all you motherfuckers.
Before we get to the intermission report, I do have one more thing, and I thought this was interesting. Oh, by the way, guys, yes, I did do the Super Bowl 3 thing, and just here's some proof. That was the thumbnail for the video, and it got pulled down within 20 minutes. YouTube was like, no, you're not going to just show copyrighted material. But yeah, so I will make another one. But guys, I wanted to show you guys this graphic that I actually liked. Has to do with the NFC champion, Philadelphia Eagles, and you guys probably have seen this. I don't know if you saw it on X, but this I thought was quite interesting. Jalen Hurts is 14-1 against the AFC in the regular season since 2022. Notice anything there?
We beat them, right?
Our one Super Bowl moment from the last 10 years is we finally beat the Eagles.
14-1 against the AFC, and that one was the New York Jets. So eat it, Philly.
And you know what's crazy? We won that game without Sauce Gardner or DJ Reed.
Yeah, we didn't have any of our cornerbacks.
Yeah.
Oh man,
good stuff.
It's crazy just that's the best thing we have going.
And Zach Wilson, right?
Hang the banner. Hang the banner.
Yeah, we should hang a banner for that.
Beat the Eagles.
Yeah, without Sauce.
I'm down. I'll make one. I'll make one and hang it in the background.
There we go.
Beat the Eagles that one time. That's what it'll say.
Yeah, that one time has to
in the regular season.
One time.
Not even the playoffs.
Yeah,
you know what really needed is that chick from American Pie, and it just says, you know that one time when we beat the Eagles
at band camp.
All right, guys, we've hit the hour mark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Sean go. Sean, thank you so much for calling in. Unless you have something else.
Oh, the last thing I want to say, I did a blaster box for W Cards, W Select Murdog, and I picked a Meechin autograph, my first ever autograph out of a blaster box.
Okay.
I made my money back immediately. What's that?
Why is Matty rolling his eyes?
He fucking hates wrestling. That's fine.
Are you new here? You know how I feel about wrestling.
Oh, that was a wrestling card? I don't even know who the wrestler is.
I don't know many fucking NFL guys who wear outfits like that.
Mets, I got an auto.
That's good for you though, bud.
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably make some good money because the women ones sell a lot better than the men ones. So.
Hey, I have an autographed Tanya Harding card taped up right over here. She's
on my birthday, January 6th, 1987 or 1994 is when that happened. By the way.
Yep. January 6th is a good day for shit to go down. Never a slow news day on January 6th.
Wait, the Tanya Harding thing didn't happen in 1984?
No, I said my birthday's 87, but 94 is when it happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys see she just joined X? She's on Twitter.
Oh, did she? She's on Instagram, I guess.
Yeah. Ooh. Tanya Harding.
Oh.
She's doing OnlyFans and call herself Tanya Hard-On.
No, didn't she do porn?
Did she?
Her wedding tape got leaked. That's all that happened.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Murdog. Thank you, Maddie. Good to see you guys.
You too, buddy.
Have a good one, Sean. We appreciate it. All right. And then Murdog, do you want to stick around for the top five?
Yes, or Maddie hasn't been.
It's all right. I just showed up. Like fucking, it's more than welcome to hang out, dude. You know I love when you're around.
Yeah, no.
Johnny boy, the funny thing is that when Maddie came in, I was upset because I saw the Rangers shirt and the Mets hat, and I was fully actually prepared. I almost wore my Devils hat tonight. I don't even think I've ever even worn it on a show.
Well, the Rangers, I don't think they won today, or maybe they did, but even so, like they sure made beating Columbus look difficult.
Well, the Devils won. The Devils won today, and they shut out. Who'd they shut out? I don't know, but But they're not. They have done it. They have literally. They're just hanging on now. It's like they win enough games to kind of hang in that third spot, that third playoff spot. But it's like they're like winning 50-50 games at this point. It's like they're like 5-5 in their last 10, and it's just and Mark's our goalie's been out. It's been rough. But okay, so let's do this, guys. In the comments section, we need you to start throwing in your top fives. Remember, make it as generic as possible, so that me and Maddie and Murdog, the three M's, can come up with something. So we'll take your top 5 suggestions, and then we have to make it easy not only for us but also all of you in the comments, because we want you guys to be involved too, and we want to put your top 5s up on the screen. So it's time to hit the intermission report.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
And once again, I still haven't gotten a new notebook, so I have to literally go through and find a blank page.
I'm using an envelope.
Oh boy.
I was like, what's around the desk here? Oh, this will work.
Yeah, we need to invest in some notebooks, guys. What do you use, Murdog? Do you just use your head, or you use notes on your phone?
Yeah, on the phone, you got a notepad. Just type shit in.
Dude, I'm telling you, I have filled up this entire notebook. And like I said, I feel like I need to raffle it off. This is all previous Midnight Mike show stuff I'm bringing up, top 5s, like just, but I can't find, come on, I need one side. I'm using double sides. I usually never do that. But in this, oh shit, I don't think I have anything in this notebook.
Just use your phone.
I don't do that, man. I use ink on notebook.
Okay.
Sorry,
he's
man.
we're not ready to evolve.
No, I'm old
So
school.
easier.
Man. I'm old school. I write everything down. Shit. I had another one too, and that's almost filled up. God damn it.
Action movies is a good one.
Oh, that is a good one. I haven't even gone into the thing yet. Hold on. There was a page in here somewhere. All right, I'm gonna have to use this page that has some stuff at the top, but there seems to be just enough here at the bottom.
Okay. You know you don't got to justify that to us.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying.
All right, here we go. Let's see here. Wow.
I can't remember 5 Super Bowl commercials, to be honest with you. Like,
well, no, we've talked about that one. That is one that we would have to kind of research.
Yeah, because that they go in one ear and out the other for me on that one. I mean, I could try and wing it, but
top 5 favorite songs. We might have done that.
Yeah, we've done that.
Or did we do top 5?
We did albums or bands, stuff like that.
Yeah. Top 5
famous people
shows.
I hate. We have done that one actually.
We've done top 5 cartoon shows that you look forward to on a Saturday morning.
We've done top 5 cartoons,
but not Saturday morning cartoons. Top 5 worst NFL busts isn't bad, but I feel like we'd all kind of have the same kind of. I mean,
it would all be Jets first rounders.
Well, or we'd be pulling out like the Ryan
Leaf would be at number 1.
Fucking Jamarcus Russell.
Who I still like. I like Ryan Leaf. I don't care. I like the guy. Mascots.
Top 5 sweatpants. I don't wear sweatpants because I'm not a child. I wear them at home, but I wouldn't wear them.
I was gonna say I wear them at home.
At home, yeah. They're like DJ pants.
It's like when I borrow my wife's yoga pants when she's not around. You know, just at home. On only.
Hey, DB, top 5 Super Bowl halftime shows. I'll tell you what, right now, not one since Apple has taken over from Pepsi will be on that list.
Yeah,
the Apple halftime shows have been shit.
Worst halftime show ever was the Black Eyed Peas.
When was that one? How many?
I don't remember, but it was fucking booty cheeks.
Like I remember, dude. Like there was one. It was like Aerosmith, Britney Spears, NSYNC. It was like all of them, and it's like holy shit. Then you had like the Rolling Stones, you had Prince, you had Michael Jackson, you had all these great things. And now we're doing like, I don't even know who the guy is who's doing the Super Bowl show this year. I do not know who that guy is. And he's already done, and apparently he already did a Super Bowl halftime show.
I just learned that they pay to do the halftime show.
Yes, I learned that when on the one, I think, was it last year or the year before when Rihanna did it? I heard that.
Yeah, that's just nuts to me.
Wow.
I think you're right. I think Michael Landau has it. I think we're going to do top 5 action movies because I feel like I could come up with 5. So
I think so.
Let me see here. We got this one. Oh, of course, my pen's not working. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna flip out.
If you used your phone, it would work fine.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying.
Fuck all of you. I gotta get this to work. This is bullshit. There we go. Okay, I got 1. Got 2. Is Rocky a Rocky movie? Not the first one. That's a love story. But is like one of the Rocky sequels, would that be considered an action movie? Or are we talking about blowing up shit?
No.
You can put what you want on it, but we have the right to make fun of you.
No, but I'm asking you. Would you consider Rocky an action movie? No, right?
No, Rocky would either be a sports movie or a drama.
Okay. I mean, so we want shit blowing up.
Yeah, I mean, and you can be kind of liberal with it. I mean, a movie that has a fair amount of action and another storyline, but like, like The Godfather has some blowing up shit, but it's definitely not action.
Top 5 NFL murders.
Ray Caruth, number 1.
I think we've done this one, John. Top 5 famous people you
We have
hate.
done that one.
Yeah.
It was a funny one, too, because we had like a 40 burger list each.
Top 5 mascots. That's not a bad one.
I like that one a lot, actually.
Yeah, you know what, Tiff? I'm going to write that one down for another time. Top 5 mascots. I do like that one. And the funny thing is, a lot of my teams don't have mascots. The Jets don't have a mascot. The Yankees don't have a mascot.
Well, that's the cool thing is like, you notice mascots, especially when you go to other people's like arenas or other sports, and you're like, dude, that guy's fucking hilarious. And you keep that dude around. He's fun.
Everybody make sure you're hitting that thumbs up as you come in or out. And I want in the comments section, I want your guys' top 5 action movies. So please get that in the comments section. I'm drawing a blank after 3. I'm having a problem. I don't know.
I got 5, but I want to kind of think for a few more minutes, on maybe a minute or 2 more. Because I mean, my number 1 is a clear-cut, easy one that if you guys didn't pick it, you're going to be like, oh, I should have thought of that. But I have a suspicion that it'll make everybody's list.
Fuck me. What's up, Connor? See you in here. What's up, Nate? See you in here. Adirondack DJ still in here. Guys, where are your top 5 action movies? Let's see them. Because I need help. I need fucking help. I thought this was going to be easy. I have a 4th, but it's and it is one of my favorite action movies, but I have 2 in a series, and
I think that's okay.
No, I know, but I'd like to make it more, a little bit more diverse.
Okay, I mean that's fair. And like I would also argue that you can say that a superhero movie can also be an action movie. Like you don't have to shackle genres like that.
Okay, so that changes a lot.
Because I mean, well, let's be honest. There's a shitload of action in Spider-Man.
Right.
So I would say that it counts.
Okay, so we can count. We can count superhero movies.
That's my view on it. I don't have any on my list, but I think it's important to note that, like, a movie like that.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
I got 4.
I got 5, but I feel like I have like 3 others I want to substitute. I don't want to do honorable mentions this time around because there's billions of honorable mentions.
I mean, I'm going to mention my honorable mentions.
Well, there's going to be so many that.
That's what I mean. Like you could have a trillion honorable mentions for those.
DJ wants to know, do we count Westerns?
Absolutely. If there's action in it, I have no problem with that.
See, but once again, I would say, if you're going to say like Rocky 4 is a sports movie, and sports movies can't be action movies, then I'd say Westerns.
They can, but I don't see any action in a sports movie. It's a sport being played.
Yeah, but there's action. You're like in Rocky 3, there's 3 matches. He fights Clubber Lang twice, and he fights Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but it's in the context of a sporting event. Like I say, you can put whatever you want there.
Action movie.
Oh, that's a good one. It wouldn't go on my list, Tiff. I'll get to that. It wouldn't go on my list, but it's an awesome action movie. I won't bring it up yet because I won't bring up these on the screen yet. All right, guys, I have 5 and I have 2 honorable mentions, and this is off the top of my head. And unfortunately, I am blanking right now. Do you guys have your top 5s?
I have 5 and 1 honorable mention since we're doing that.
Yeah, I got 5.
I got to put them in order though.
Okay, I'm going to mention my honorable mentions. I have 2 honorable mentions, and they both came after we established that we could put superhero movies into this. So I have Batman Returns and The Dark Knight.
Yeah, those were I considered both of those actually.
Yeah, so those are my 2 honorable mentions. Who do you got as your honorable mentions, Maddie?
I just have 1. I decided to just go with 1, and that's Terminator 2.
Nice. That is an outstanding movie. Murdog, you don't have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, I got 2.
Okay.
Because any of the Born Identity, Born Legacy, Born Supremacy, and what was the fucking Reservoir Dogs?
Oh, Reservoir Dogs. That's a good movie.
It's an interesting choice. I don't know if it's one of my favorites. I don't know if I'd call it an action movie.
Yeah, because that'd be kind of it. That's kind of in the same vein as like Godfather.
It has one scene, I feel like, with some action when they do the bank flashback.
Hold up. You got superhero movies where like nobody gets killed. Batman doesn't kill people.
Yeah, but you got tons of blowing up, and
there's lots of action.
But you got tons of people getting killed in Reservoir Dogs. Like,
yeah, people get killed, but I mean, 9/10 of the movie's in a warehouse with people talking.
No, I don't mind.
I like it. I love the movie.
I'm
I'm not mad at you, okay? I'm just saying I wouldn't have picked it. Don't be like that, baby. Come on, baby. It's me. Come on, baby. Come on. Baby, it's me. It's Tyrone, baby. Come on. It's me, baby.
All right, let's start with the top.
And again, you can pick whatever you want. I'm all for it. And again, now I'm going to go watch Reservoir Dogs later, probably when my mom falls asleep.
Let's start the top 5. We're going to start with Murdog. What is your number 5?
Hang on, wait, 1 second. I have one that I will be very shocked if none of you pick it. I'm going to write it down right now. And I will show it to you if nobody picks it. It is not on my list.
I'll be honest, my whole list has been mentioned in the comments.
Okay, I haven't been watching the comments at all.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been watching the comments either.
Okay, well, I'll bring them up as we get a little bit more into the list, so that we could get some of what these people picked here. But Murdog, your number 5 was again.
Reservoir Dogs. It might be in order. I don't know. I'll go with Rambo, number 5.
Great pick.
Yep.
Oh, I should have thought of that one. Fantastic. That first one's amazing.
Well, I'm assuming First Blood.
Yeah, First Blood.
Yes.
First Rambo.
Okay, Maddie, what do you got for number 5?
I got Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Nice. And I saw somebody put in Indiana Jones, and I was like, once again, does this count? Like, so for instance, I didn't put any Star Wars movies on my list. Would they have counted?
They could have, but they're really hardcore sci-fi.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Like Empire Strikes Back is like one of my favorite movies of all time.
A lot of action. Yeah, but I mean, I see this is a lot of gray areas for this topic.
Yeah. My number 5 is the other Batman movie on my list. I decided to just keep it at number 5 since I forgot the Batman movies and whatever, but it's just Batman 89. Like what I remember going to see that in the theater and just being like, holy shit. And like, I love how dark it is. And it's the same like the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. I almost put that on the list, but once again, that's a kid's movie. But once again, it was so dark. Like they had kids smoking cigarettes.
I remember Batman 89. I woke up at 10 o'clock on June 23rd, 1989, day of release. My dad goes, I want to go see Batman. You want to go? I said, yeah. He goes, well, then put clothes on fast. And we went and saw the 10:30 show.
Nice. Yeah. So my number 5 is Batman 89.
Great one.
Let's go to Murdog with the number 4.
I got Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame. I just put
They're
them all.
pretty much the same movie. They're just part like
Put them in as
Yeah.
one.
I would agree. I have no problem with that because it really is the same. But it's you don't watch the first one and then wait a year now that we have them at home. You know what I mean?
It's one of those movies. All of these movies on my list. It's one of those movies where if I see it on TV, I stop what I'm doing and I watch the rest of it.
And you're going to be late to whatever you're supposed to be at. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
about. And then I make sure I add it to the library, and now that I have it, because it reminded me, like, oh shit, you just. Yeah.
Speaking of the Avengers, by the way, Age of Ultron still pisses me off to this day because you're trying to tell me that my favorite Marvel superhero, Quicksilver, who can run in between fucking raindrops, is going to get shot like old bitch.
Yeah.
No. And it's funny is if you ask my wife about it, because we went and saw it in theaters, because I was like, man, my man's finally on the big screen. Let's do this shit. And she's like, I looked at your face when that happened, and I was like, this car ride home is going to suck so bad.
Maddie, you're number 4.
Number 4, one I don't think anybody picked or even thought about, Crank 2.
I did not.
Great movie. Ridiculous.
Was that with Statham and Amy Smart?
Yeah, he's got the car battery hooked up to his heart.
Yeah, was that the one where like he was banging her out in public?
At the horse
race
track
all the
and like
people.
Yeah, it's just fucking brilliant, dude. It's so
that was great. That was a great scene.
That whole movie is just like, I had never even heard of it until somebody turned me onto it about 10 years ago, and I was like, never even heard of these. And they're like, don't even watch the first one. Just go watch part 2. And I did, and I was like, well, I'm going to watch this 14 more times.
Real quick, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button on your way in or out. Once the intermission report is over, we'll take some of your calls if anyone wants to call in, and we will continue talking New York Jets. And I still see some of these Bills fans in here, and if you guys want to come in, I'll try to highlight some of your comments of you guys mocking the Jets. I have no problem with that. My number 4 is the original Terminator. The graphics are dated at points, but God, what an intense movie. Like what an intense fucking movie. I love it. I love all the memes and all the things that come out about how gross Kyle Reese is, wearing like free ball in it. Yeah. In like homeless dude's pants.
Like 100% got crabs.
Oh yeah. Disgusting. But it is what it is. And somehow Linda Hamilton fell in love with him, even though he stunk of feces.
Girls like a really bad smelling boy.
Yeah. Murdog, you're number 3.
Heat.
Ooh, good one.
Okay.
Ensemble cast of a lot of stars. I mean,
3 hours of action too.
That bank scene, it was just never ending. The bank heist, the shootout with the cops in the streets of LA. Wow. It's literally like a 15, 20 minute scene.
Yeah. Val Kilmer was great in that too.
Yeah.
Maddie, you're number 3.
I got the original, although I would pretty much lump all of them in there. The OG Predator.
Ah, good.
Nice.
I think Predator is one of the best action movies ever. Granted, it has some sci-fi, touches to it, but it's just dudes in the jungle blowing shit up. And I was thinking about it. I think that the United States needs to start modeling itself after the crew from Predator. You had all different walks of life, all the colors of Benetton, all coming together to talk shit and fuck shit up.
Real quick, if I would have put Full Metal Jacket on my list, would that have counted?
The second half,
I'll allow it.
Yeah, sure. I did. It's not on my list. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, that's a good question because that movie's 2 movies, really.
Yeah, but it's also a war movie. It's also it's a military movie. Yeah. So, like, once again, I'm a big fan of those movies. So, could I have put in Gettysburg? Could I have put in The Patriot? Could I have put in?
I haven't seen those, so I can't speak on those. But I feel like a war movie can very easily be an action movie because there's a shitload of action that goes on in those movies.
I mean, Gettysburg is like almost a 3-4 hour movie, and there's a lot of just talking. So there's the action scenes are cut down, but like The Patriot with Melvin Gibson, I mean, that movie is just intense as hell. Like if anyone hasn't seen The Patriot, Midnite Mike recommends. I'll tell you that.
Check it out.
My number 3, Jurassic Park. That movie is still the best Jurassic Park movie of all of them, and still has the best special effects of every Jurassic Park movie that has ever been made. Because like when that T-Rex comes through the roof of that van on the kids, like that was practical effects. And just the once you got to the second, then the third, and then these Jurassic Worlds, it's like, and I've said this about like Revenge of the Sith. Like at that point, it's like CGI just threw up all over the screen. But that first Jurassic Park movie, hell yeah.
There's a rumor that Dead by Daylight is getting a Jurassic Park chapter, which will be interesting.
Which one of you was I talking to about the Happy Gilmore reboot?
Wasn't me.
Happy Gilmore 2 coming out on Netflix. I'm wondering if the mom from Modern Family is going to be in it, because I know him and Shooter McGavin are going to be in it.
Oh, was she in the original? Yeah, I've never watched Modern Family. So
she's the girl. The girl who
she's the mom in it.
No, in Happy. Well, she's the mom in Modern Family. Yeah. But in Happy Gilmore, she's Happy's love interest.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah,
it's like the PR girl or something for the tournaments or the PGA Tour or something.
We are to our top 2 now, everyone.
Deuce is loose.
Who do you got at number 2?
For me?
No, the other Murdog. Hold on.
Oh, I didn't hear the Murdog part.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear the Murdog part. Well, apparently I'm Murdoch now, according to John Ratcliffe.
Well, according to Lane, Misty is on the screen.
Yeah, I'm Misty.
Misty's joining us. Yes, it's good to have Misty here. This one was also on my favorite Christmas movie list. Die Hard 1.
There you go.
Good one.
There you go. Maddie, who do you got as your number 2? Or
number 2 is actually my favorite movie of all the movies on this list, RoboCop.
Oh, boy. I like RoboCop.
I love RoboCop.
Dude, I like RoboCop, but I watched it back for the Midnight Jury a couple years ago, and I just felt like it didn't hold up as to when I was a kid.
Wow. It's still great for me. I fucking love RoboCop. I love the video games. Like I have like masturbatory fantasies of RoboCop and the Punisher teaming up, like, which wouldn't make any sense because immediately RoboCop would arrest the Punisher. But,
well, you know, RoboCop was in WCW, right?
No, and I will not acknowledge that.
I'll send you the clip.
Please don't.
I'm gonna.
I'd rather you didn't.
But I will.
I know.
All right.
What's your number 2, asshole?
My number 2 is the same as Murdog, Die Hard. I fucking love Die Hard. Like, wow. Like, what a fucking movie. Just the whole movie is just, you're on the edge of your seat. Yeah. I mean, I like the sequels too.
Yeah,
you know,
I was okay with the first 2 sequels, but that 4th one was just, it got ridiculous, and they just got worse and worse, and you're just like, come on.
Well, it didn't start getting stupid, like Die Hard, then Die Harder, and Die Again.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. Like Die Hard with a Vengeance was good. I was like, a good day to die hard.
Yeah, good day.
On trash day really hard.
Well, poor Bruce Willis, man. Don't you feel bad for him, man? He's going through some shit. He's not even like aware anymore.
It just happened so fast for that day.
Yeah.
Man. It was almost like somebody just like dropping your keys, and all of a sudden he's like, who am I?
Yeah, I was hoping for another Die Hard, like,
no,
you know, Die Hard, but don't remember.
I'd rather have a Moonlighting reunion than another Die Hard.
There was the whole Moonlighting, Sybil Shepherd.
Moonlighting's hilarious, dude.
The other Die Hard, the only other one I really liked was the one with Samuel L. Jackson when they're running around the city.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 were fine. Like,
yeah.
Die Hard with a Vengeance, that one.
Like the one in like the airport or something. I was like, what?
That one was just kind of okay-ish. But the one credit I will give that one is that it really gives a nod to the audience. Like, yeah, we know it's fucking ridiculous that this shit is happening to him again. Like, he even says, how does the same thing happen to me twice? Like, I'll give him at least, even the producers and the director were like, look, we know, just turn your brain off and fucking run with it, please.
All right, well, real quick, before we get to our number 1s, I'm going to start ripping through some of the lists in the comments section. John Radcliffe comes in and says, The Terminator, Terminator 2, First Blood, Predator, Die Hard.
Great.
Michael Landau comes in and says, Terminator 2, Aliens, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Speed. Speed is the one that Tiffany mentioned, that Michael mentioned, that I said it wouldn't be on my list, but that was a great action movie.
I think his next one is one that I'm kind of pissed off I didn't consider.
Oh, The Fugitive.
Great.
I considered The Fugitive, 1993. I
didn't even think about it.
But, I was like, no.
Tiffany comes in and says,
thriller. That was more of a thriller than action. Like,
I can see your point. Like I say, this whole list has got so much of a gray area and is open to so much interpretation that
What's
You know,
HN?
has your
Oh.
wife has your wife or I don't know, Murdoch, your girlfriend, have they ever seen Basic Instinct?
I don't think so.
that's a thriller.
No, well, what you got to do is I was watching Basic Instinct for the Midnight Jury, and I'm watching it or whatever, and my wife walks in, and that movie's like a porno, like it literally. There's so much nudity, so much sex, and whatever, and I think it was like I think Michael Douglas and Sharon Stone were literally like banging, and my wife walks in from outside. She's like, "What are you watching?" Like she thought I was watching like some like really sleazy. I'm like, "It's Basic Instinct. It's Michael Douglas and Sharon Stone. It's legit." But yeah, guys, Basic Instinct's a great movie. But Tiff says, Dark Knight, Die Hard, Speed.
Speed's a good one, man. I didn't put. I really should have thought of that one.
Yeah, exactly. Miguel Padilla says Terminator 2, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Oh, good one.
Rambo, Tombstone.
Good list. Good list.
Tombstone was under consideration for me.
Johnny Boy, The Quest, Enter the Dragon. Ooh, Enter the Dragon. Kill Bill, The Matrix, Point Break.
Not a bad list at all.
Tiff fills out her list with Jurassic Park and Terminator 2. DB, our boy, channel moderator, channel member.
An asshole.
Mad Max, Aliens, Predator, Lethal Weapon. Oh, Lethal Weapon 3.
Aliens I should have had on my list. That's a
Independence
fantastic
Day.
movie. I thought about Independence Day. I decided no on that one.
For fucking Bill, is it Bill Pullman, who was the president? For his speech alone at the end. I mean, let's be real. Like, I could listen to that anytime.
Look, the best Bill Pullman ever
for my country
will always be Serpent and the Rainbow. That's his best performance of all
time. Let me go through here. I want to make sure that I get some here. Hold on. Just don't want to miss if any of you guys put in your lists. I probably will, kill me. Johnny Boy comes in, Saving Private Ryan. Hell yeah. Once again, are we including war movies? But that's definitely action packed. So, it is what it is. Michael says, I liked all the Jurassic Park movies until the endings. They all don't know how to end the movie, it seems. Yeah, like Stephen King. Well, Stephen King's also a kind of like I don't want to say, he's a kind of like a pedo.
He's let politics take over his whole life, and it's really affected his work.
Yeah, but if you actually look at it, his books have more child sex and child.
Yeah, but like I said, there's 3 eras of Stephen King. There's on drugs Stephen King, which is like his best work. You've got like Salem's Lot and Pet Sematary and The Shining and Carrie and all that. And then you have sober King, which starts at Needful Things and is still okay till about 98. And then you have Post got hit by a fucking van and won't shut the fuck up about it, King, where in every fucking book somebody gets run over by a fucking van. And now you've got I Want to Be James Patterson, Stephen King now. So his son, however, if you like good horror novels, Joe Hill, who's his son, is really, really good. His work is good.
Tiff Adirondack says Gladiator. That's one we didn't get. And Tiffany says Travis Kelce will be in Happy Gilmore too, right? I heard that also. Which won't ruin the movie. Once again, I have no problem with him necessarily as a person.
I don't have a problem with him. I'm just tired of the environment.
And he says, which RoboCop, original or remake? I'm assuming original.
Come on, baby. Come on. That remake, I watched it and I was like, God, no.
True Grit mentioned.
True Grit is fan-fucking-tastic.
DJ, I am a huge horror nerd, and I don't know if we've actually done horror, like top horror movies. But my number one of all time is Halloween. Halloween 78, Terminator 2, Empire Strikes Back. There's this grouping of movies that I could just watch anytime, any day.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Of course.
Behind the Green Door.
Deep Throat.
Yeah, you have to watch the classics.
Point Break.
Speaking of watching the classics and horror, I was lucky enough to watch the movie Psycho when it had its like 40-year release, in like 2009 or whatever.
I love that movie.
Right. Well, my wife had never seen it and it had never been spoiled for her.
Wow.
So I got to watch that with Kate, and we're sitting there and she's like, man, this is really good. And I'm like, yeah, his mom's fucked up, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm just totally like going along with it. In the end, she's like, you knew the whole time? I was like, of course. The movie was fucking made in like 1963. Of course I knew the whole time.
The Expendables. That's a cast.
one.
That's a fucking cast. All right, well, let's get to our number ones and end this out. I already kind of just mentioned my number one, so I'll go first. My number one action movie of all time. I've been watching this, and it's I guess it's kind of fucked up, but I've been watching that movie with like my daughters since they couldn't even walk. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. It's just an outstanding movie front to back, and it's also, I feel like it's a little bit more emotional. It gets you more in the heart than the first Terminator. Like, yeah, the love story between Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor's good, but the acting and the chemistry.
If we were to do best sequels, that would 100% probably take the crown.
Yeah, and it's and the chemistry and acting between him and Edward Furlong, between Schwarzenegger and Edward Furlong, was just on point. So yeah, T2 Judgment Day. Murdoch, you're number one.
Well, my first initial list was going to be like whatever I had at number 2. I forgot, or Heat or something like that I had mentioned, but every John Wick.
Aha, that's the one I wrote down.
Okay.
I was like, somebody's going to pick John Wick.
I haven't even seen it in the chat.
Or if someone's going to forget.
No, I was surprised. I thought I was going to get away with it.
Yeah,
no, but, there's a good chance that's one you could forget. Like with me, I blanked on a lot of movies. I bet there's a lot of movies that
I've only seen the first one. Is it worth watching the sequels?
Every one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're great. I think as you get further along, the story just develops more and more. But I mean, you want to talk about action movie? That shit is 90% action. All of the movies.
Oh yeah,
it's all action, nonstop.
Well, one of the things that's great about it is, and again, I've only seen the first one. You can see that Keanu Reeves actually did his research and his homework. And by that, I mean, like, having gone through a police academy myself and all that stuff, the way he handles the guns and all that stuff,
yeah,
he's been like trained. Like, I'm not saying he can shoot the nuts off a fly at 50 meters or anything, but the way he holds the weapon, the way he, moves around with it and everything else, he's obviously been trained how to handle a firearm by a professional.
Yeah, he can do it now. All the speed stuff, the reloading, dropping the clip. Yeah.
Well, we're here to this final moment. Maddie, what is your number one?
You guys already said it. It's Die Hard. I think Die Hard is without a doubt the best action movie in the world. You got a likable protagonist.
Yep.
Bad guys that are still charming, even though they're sleazy. You get
what's his face?
Alan Rickman's wonderful.
Yeah, Rickman is out.
And then you have what's his name? Ellis, the dickhead that we all hate, and he gets his comeuppance. Just so much of it, so good. And great one-liners, little things like "Now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho." I think all our lists were really good. All the lists in the comments were good. That, to me, if you ask me what's the ultimate action movie, I'm going Die Hard every time.
All right, folks. Well, when we get back from this break, we're going to talk some Jets. We're going to take your calls. And usually this last half hour or so of the Midnight Mike Show is usually where we start talking things like last week we were somehow started talking about horsecock. I don't know. Go, if you're a channel member, go back and check, what is it, Tuesday night show? It gets pretty weird here in the last bit of the Midnight Mike Show. But also, as soon as we get back from the intermission report, we're going to be playing the second New York Minute with Mets 2128.
I will stick around for that at least.
All right, here we go. Let's get out. We'll be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
All right, here we go.
By the way, I like the intermission report with 3 of us.
Say that again?
I like the intermission report with all 3 of us.
Yeah,
I think it flows good. Like, I thought I didn't have a problem with it, but I think it was a lot more interesting than just you and me nipping at each other. Murdoch's like the voice of reason.
Aw.
That's the voice of reason. He's the one, isn't he the one who brought up the horse cock?
Yeah.
Look, I got priors. I'm not touching this.
Lane, check out earlier in the show.
Me talking about animals. I'm doomed.
We talked about who we want to win the Super Bowl and who we think will win the Super Bowl. So this show does not go back behind the paywall. What's up, Scott? Where you been, buddy? You missed me so much.
The
ref. Yes, Miguel. It came up in the reference to the Denver Broncos logo.
That's right.
It's true. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
And then I think I took it to the next level by playing the Freddie Got Fingered Tom Green skit. All right, here we go, guys. I know a lot of you have been sitting around. You've been waiting. We debuted our new segment, Mets, a New York Minute with Mets 2128. And this one, I forget who he's ranting on, but it's not about the rant. It's about him wanting to Hogan and just get that shirt.
Oh, God, this is good.
I haven't seen this one yet.
But here we go. We'll come back right after this. This is usually on Saturday nights. It will be one, but since we're debuting, we're going to do two tonight. So here's
it's like when they show 2 episodes of a new show.
Correct. So here we go. A New York Minute with Mets 2128.
Because Diaz is a victim of this manager, if one can even call this asshole that. What the hell is wrong with you, Rojas? I get the damn injury bug has plagued the team all fucking year. I get the team is low on morale, but they do not need you making it worse with these erratic decisions. Because of you, this team has not scored more than 5 runs in the last 16 games. 16! Because I'm at the end of my rope with this. With this man. Yeah!
Well,
all you have to do, Mets, all you have to do is before you plan on doing that, the neck is hard to rip. You just put a little cut right in there and the whole shirt will rip.
why would you put that on the fucking internet?
Because it's Mets and he's amazing.
My penis is just for show now, first of all.
So ornament.
Oh my God.
Where is he tonight? Why the fuck isn't he here?
He's doing some sort of stupid fucking wrestling call-in thing.
Oh my God.
I can't believe what I just saw.
Me neither.
By the way, I want to thank DB because he's the one who puts these together, sends them to me.
Well done, DB. But
I have 3 more ready to go, but we're going to do one a week.
If you've ever seen the movie Swingers, you guys ever see that movie?
Yeah, that was with Vince Vaughn.
Favreau and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
That was more awkward than the scene where he keeps leaving her fucking messages. And you're just like, stop. And you're like, I mean, Jesus, when the fucking pencil, and he's like,
yeah.
Like, what in the, oh, Jesus.
I was at work. When DB sent me that one. And I almost had tears coming down my face when he pulled the pencil out because he just couldn't figure out how to rip his shirt. And then it took him so long.
I'm just glad I hadn't seen that before because it would ruin the reaction.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. No, I said that to DB. The first one he put in the main Discord chat. And I said to him, no. Like, send them to me privately so that I can get their reactions. I don't want them to see it beforehand.
Yeah, I agree, Matty. Mike the other day was like, I'm not even going to send this to you. Did DB send it to you yet? I said, no. He goes, good.
I don't ever want a preview of these. I literally want to live them like each day is my last.
One of them, Metz has shaved his head like he looks like you and Murdoch.
I feel like he probably looks like a more psychotic version of Powder.
Yeah, I think Murdoch's gonna have to show him. Like Scott says, show him how to do it, Murdoch. I think eventually Murdoch's gonna have to. Yeah, really.
No, you know what? Here's how we do this. Okay. $5 super chat.
The comment section loved that, by the way.
$5 super chat, and you send Murdoch your shirt of choice, and he will destroy it. That way, he doesn't fuck up his wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you send Murdoch, say a dolphin shirt or whatever, But I secretly want you to fucking try to secretly poke holes in it without us noticing, because that's the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen. I know you can rip through it like it's nothing. I secretly want you to be like, or something fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh
Johnny Boy Wise ass. No, I'm not going to do it with a devil shirt. Devil shirts are a special. You hold those in high regard. You don't sit there and
they're like trans flags,
them.
dude. You can't touch them.
No, they're like these flags.
Again, almost 30 years ago now.
Or these.
I'll take.
Now I know you're pathetic. You're sucking Islander dick just to get at me.
Nah, it's just to get at you, because you only have one real Stanley Cup. So it's like
saying that, but our name's on it 4 times.
Yeah, it's an asterisk. It's like Barry Bonds kind of thing. Asterisk. You know how it is.
Like I say, the Rangers could go 0-82 and they still sell out more games than your boys if you went 82-0.
Real quick, Elaine asks, how old is Mets? How old do you think Mets is?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that.
I want to say 35.
I'm going to go 33.
I think I know the answer to that question.
Oh, if you know, tell us. I'm dying to know. Because I want to know how long a man can live without sex.
Yeah, I want to say 37.
I could see it.
If I remember correctly.
I feel like I love Mike.
Clancy's calling me a bitch, and he'll put he corrected himself. He'll put out this comment.
Get him, Clancy.
Yeah, because I don't give a fuck. You can call me whatever the fuck you want, you little bitch. You're the bitch, you little bitch.
Who you calling a bitch? UNITY.
Has Mets gone through puberty? Now that's another question.
Are you about to start Collins real quick?
I am going to start Collins.
Can we lead with Lane just because I haven't said hi to him in forever and I want to say what's up to him real fast?
Yeah, let me get that up. Hold on.
Cool.
I'm going to put the link in the description. Copied.
Because I do have to go, but I want that.
At least the little bitch Clancy _ Jets channel member understands how this show works and laughs at it.
Clancy knows what's up, dude. Clancy's got a great sense of humor.
But don't come in here and call me a bitch, because I'll call you a bitch right back.
Yeah,
the link is in the description, Lane. If you want to call in, say hi to Maddie, please feel free. Or Misty, whatever.
Clancy and I used to put on clinics with a guy named Tom Ace in chats. Just
Ace.
Killing the chats. Yeah, Tom Ace was a funny dude.
Nice.
All right, here you go, Maddie. This one is just for you. Here you
go.
Lane,
what's up, big guy? How are you, pal?
Oh, hi, Maddie. Welcome back.
Thanks, man. It's been a little crazy, bro. I just want to make sure.
I know. I heard he's not doing well. Yeah. To start out with, but on the other hand, is who do you want to see win the Super Bowl tomorrow? You want to see
Chiefs because
the
I hate
Chiefs
Philadelphia,
or the Eagles?
Chiefs only because I hate Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm the opposite lane. I want the Eagles to win because I don't want to see the Chiefs win again.
You know why I wish it was the Buffalo Bills? Because it's snowing outside. You know?
I don't understand the reference. I don't understand.
Well, because they're playing in a warm place tomorrow. And the only
and in a dome.
Yeah, I mean, they could be playing in Florida as much as I could think. But, yeah, I mean, I know the Super Bowl commercials are very funny. There's one funny one with the trying to figure out what movie it was from. Oh, the Meg Ryan and no, not Tom Hanks. Who's that guy that he was in Sleep in My Giant? I'm trying to figure out. This is what happens when you think of so many movies. Oh, Billy Crystal. He got old, I gotta tell you.
That's what happens, though.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't look like him. But yeah, so that movie, I like the part once they're in the diner eating. I'm gonna have what he's having. That is so funny. I don't know what other.
Speaking of people getting older, Lane, I actually saw a picture today of Robert Patrick, who played the T-1000.
Oh man,
he looks really old.
Gotten?
He looks pretty bad.
He was great.
Robert yeah, well, that's what happened. I mean, I don't know what other commercials are going to be on tomorrow, but I'm going to have my nice beer tomorrow. I think it starts at 6:30, the kickoff.
Yep.
Me liking me and the cheerleaders. That is fun, I got to tell you.
Well, I hope I get home in time.
Yeah, they're going to have
Are you working tomorrow?
I'm going to be working snow removal tonight into tomorrow.
Is it coming down out there?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to get like 8 inches.
Shit, it was 60 degrees yesterday.
Where I am supposed to be like 4 inches of snow, believe it or not. You know, like the weather. But yeah, I mean, I don't know who's gonna win tomorrow. Ooh, this is breaking.
Saints hire Kellen Moore.
Good looking out, Connor.
Connor Long. Yeah, so I think it's gonna be a good game because you have to have, I mean, Patrick Mahomes playing tomorrow. He's gonna do good. I think he'll start off in the first quarter. In the first half, rather, not first quarter. This basketball, and like hopefully, you know, the Jets go into the draft, picking up somebody that's good. I mean, I have any other ideas I want the Jets to get. I mean, if you could sign a QB out of college, the Senior Bowl, that's to be good. How do you feel about it, Murdoch?
I think our quarterback situation is first going to depend if Aaron Rodgers comes back. If he's coming back, we know it.
Cheers, Tiff.
If Aaron Rodgers is staying, we'll already have 3 quarterbacks on the contract. That's one point you have to consider. They're not going to draft the 4th. The other thing that where they could draft the 4th is if Jordan Travis is like just damaged goods and they know it, then they might draft a quarterback from the future or take a flyer in the mid rounds to late rounds. Has to be the 3rd QB next year.
I'm wearing it right now as we're speaking, believe it or not. Guess what? The deal is done. Pete Alonso is now a Met still.
Yes, he is. Pete is back.
I was worried for you guys because that took a lot longer than if I was a Mets fan than I would have wanted. So
yeah, I was starting to get a little nervous there for about a week and a half.
Yeah.
But all right, well that said, guys, I'm gonna sign off. I just want to say it's great to see everybody. Lane, good to see you, big guy.
Yeah.
Glad you're doing well. We'll talk some baseball here coming up real soon. Pitchers and catchers report, I think, Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, but for that, guys, I just want to thank everybody for all the kind words. I showed my mom the comments from some videos and a lot of the DMs and stuff I've gotten, and it really touched her. So I just want to say thank you to all you guys. It means more than you'll ever know. And my mom doesn't really understand what it is I do on here, but it made her very, very pleased, and she really appreciated it. Especially I told her about, the candle you put up there, Murdoch. That was awesome. So I just want to say thanks to all you guys.
Absolutely.
And when all this is over and done with, I will be back regularly. It's just, I get here when I can get here. So I just want to say
anytime you can make it, we're happy to have you, Maddie. We miss you.
I love you guys. So take care, and I'm going to go do my thing, but I'm sure we'll talk. If nothing else, I'll try to jump on and comment Tuesday night when I'm taking care of business. But that said, boys, good night, and I'll holler at you.
All right. Thank you very much, Maddie. We appreciate it. Lane, we're getting to the time. I got another call in the thing. So thank you very much for calling in.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Absolutely, Lane. Have a great night.
It was good to see you, brother.
Enjoy the Super Bowl, buddy. All right, Murdoch, we got one more caller. We got about 7 minutes left. I can't go crazy tonight because, like I said, the snow is coming down. I work snow removal, so I have to be in a couple hours. So
is it coming down now?
Oh, yeah, we already got it coming down here on the Long Island Sound, and it's like I said, we're supposed to get like 8 inches by morning. So it is what it is. But let's bring we lost a CO in Maddie. Let's bring in a CO in John. How you doing, John?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
So Johnny.
Doing great.
Hey, Murdoch, my bad, man. My fingers are just kind of big when it comes to hitting buttons.
That's okay.
By the way, I want to point out Michael Landau brought this in. Next top 5 train wreck celebrities. I wrote that down along with Tiffany's top 5 mascots. That's a good one. Yeah, I appreciate that one.
You know what's funny? There's a YouTuber I watch called Patrick CC. He just did the entire breakdown of Lindsay Lohan. It's actually pretty funny. I watched that at work today instead of actually working.
Oh yeah, she had a big fall. I mean, she's doing better now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's every Hollywood fucking kid.
Like also, what about I mean, she's a little before my time, but Amanda Bynes. She has turned into.
She was just on my brain,
dude. Mike, she's a little after your time because I used to watch Amanda Bynes when I was a kid, and you got at least 10 years on me, man.
Oh wait, what did I say? Did I say before my time?
Yeah.
Okay, after my time. That's what I meant. You're right. Real quick, Clancy comes in. 7 months, a channel member. Thank you so much. He says, I don't care who wins tomorrow. I just want Saquon to run wild and win me a few bucks. Everyone enjoy the game. Great season from you all. Thank you, Clancy. We appreciate that. Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, the snow up here sucks. I left work at 10. It was barely snowing. I had to go up to Bradley International to pick up something. All they got about a 50-minute round trip. We already got about 2.5 inches outside.
Wow, that much?
Yeah.
I haven't looked outside since we went live at 9.
Cars are completely covered. Try to drive on the highway. Everybody's got their fucking hazards on.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. I only live 2 towns over from Bradley International, so it's have fun, man.
I'm not excited. I hate this shit. And then there's
I'm used to it. We're supposed to get wiped out all week too. We're supposed to get hit again Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I think, Murdoch.
Yeah, and then Saturday and Sunday of next week.
Well, that's the thing. We haven't had snow in so long. It's about time we actually get nailed.
No, yeah, but not when you work snow removal. Sucks.
I don't work snow removal, man. So I don't get it.
And my wife hates it. She calls herself a snow widow. And apparently there's a lot out there. So it's people who do snow removal, do plowing, do stuff like that. Their wives who are at home who have to then shovel driveways and stuff on their own so that when the husband comes home, he can actually get in the driveway. They call themselves snow widows.
You ever almost had a hot tub time machine where a snowplow took a dude's arm off? You ever see anything close to that at all?
No.
Like someone else get taken out by a snowplow?
No.
Didn't that Jeremy Renner guy from the Avengers and the actor, didn't he like get fucked up from a snowplow or?
I don't know. I've never seen a superhero movie, so I don't know.
Well, he's been in a whole bunch of stuff.
Wait, is that the dude from SWAT with Colin Farrell?
Possibly. He was in maybe Hurt Locker.
Yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
DJ, by the way, good night.
Hey, DJ. He got hurt like 2 years ago to where he almost died.
I remember hearing about that.
Thought it was like a snowplow or something that almost chopped his leg off or really mangled his leg. It was something along those lines.
It's always fun to play around with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, John, you think the Chiefs three-peat tomorrow?
Yep. Let's put it this way.
I can't even argue.
They turned it on against the Bills. They turned it on against the Bills, and their run defense is nasty.
Yeah, you every time I bet against you, you're always right. So it's hard.
I hate being right.
Well, please don't be right tomorrow. I do not want to see a three-peat. God damn it.
What do I always say when I say bad things? I always want you to be wrong.
No, I know.
That's just life, man.
God damn.
I mean, hell, I got to work tomorrow, so I mean, I'll just stream the game.
Yeah, I should be home in plenty of time for the game, and I have tons of food ready. So I may be all night, doing snow removal, but I know that I can go home, probably take a quick nap, wake up, and then I have tons of food ready for me. I got buffalo wings and sub sandwiches and kielbasa and pepperoni and cheese and all that stuff.
You're hosting like a little shindig, get together with your friends and shit?
No. That's just for me, my wife, and my 2 daughters. One year, I'm telling you, when I lived in Philly, 1 year it was just me and my wife watching the Super Bowl, and I ordered a sandwich platter from an Italian like deli.
Dude, no.
An entire platter. It's meant to serve like 20 people, and I ordered it just for me and my wife. We took down like half of it.
At least you had sandwiches for a couple days after. That's always a good thing.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah, I love that.
We got a Jets chant real quick. Jets. Scott coming in, and I don't like this. Come on, man. We don't cheer for injuries. Pull a hammy, Saquon.
Yeah, we're not the Eagles.
Yeah, I root for injuries all the time.
Pitchers and catchers report on Wednesday for the Mets.
I root for
Red
Team
Sox
Plain-
going to win the World Series.
Who?
Red Sox going to win the World Series.
Get the hell
Yeah,
out of here.
what? Like the Pawtucket Red Sox, baby.
Hey, let me know when you guys win one for the first time in, I don't know, almost 2 decades.
Oh,
I
give
mean,
me a
I mean,
break.
look,
Come on.
two decades. 2009 wasn't 2 decades ago.
Technically, it was. That was in the 2000s decade, man. So technically, it was.
Yeah, but it wasn't 20 years ago.
No, but it's pushing 16.
It's pushing, but that's
You're
not
fighting
20.
third place in that division.
Yeah, exactly.
We got second locked up. Baltimore's about. I think Baltimore's dead.
The Yankees do not have I don't think the Yankees have much competition. I think they'll be there, but I just don't think they'll be able to beat the Dodgers. I think
Dude, this is in the 90s, man. And dude, fuck the Dodgers. Everybody's like, oh, the Dodgers are so fucking smart. They're spending money. Yeah, they also have to a shit ton of deferred payments by 2030. They're screwed.
Well, then they are, but
you get World Series, who the fuck cares?
I don't think they're gonna win the World Series this year. They got lucky to get there last year. Who was it who fucking choked against them? It was who did they beat? Who choked against them?
Padres?
Was it the Padres who choked against them in the DS? Because they were down, weren't they down 2-1 in that series and had to come back and win?
Possibly.
I think so.
I don't follow baseball once my team gets eliminated because I just don't care.
Even the Mets put up a pretty good fight. I think the Mets took two. The Mets took 2 from the Dodgers, and the Mets were a Cinderella team. Like they weren't even supposed to be there, and they took 2 from the Dodgers.
Was that the DS or the CS? Was that the DS or the CS against the Dodgers for the Mets?
That was
NLCS.
Yeah, that was the NLCS because we almost had a Subway Series.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it would have been great to see the Mets win that one.
No, it wouldn't have, John.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. Anytime the Yankees don't win, I'm happy.
How can you be a Red Sox fan? Like DB.
Dude, I'm from Indiana. Why don't I root for any Indianapolis team?
Who's the nearest team to you? The Cardinals? Cubs?
Probably the Cubs or the Reds.
Yeah, okay. So you could have picked
But no, I mean, I'm a Red Sox fan, man. My dad grew up a Red Sox fan. I'm a Red Sox fan.
Okay, well,
but I mean, I grew up in New England. Why the hell do I root for the Ohio State Buckeyes? You know?
Because you're a front runner, John.
No, because I was 7 years old and I thought they had the coolest uniforms in the world.
No, look, he can't be. No one who roots for the Jets could ever be claimed to be a front runner. Like,
well,
immediately
I do root for the Bruins. I do root for the Bruins who are just continuously pissing me off, and the Celtics.
Oh, so so you're predominantly a front runner, but in football, you just decided to go the complete opposite.
Well, dude, my dad grew up a fan of the Sack Exchange, and we're friends with Joe Namath, John Dockery, Winston Hill, Earl Christie. You know, we're friends with the guys from the Super Bowl team.
Wait, so why aren't they on my show?
I'm not that good of friends with them, and also I haven't talked to them since.
I'm friends with Murdoch. Murdoch, you want to come on my show next week? All right.
Let me reiterate. I was friends with them when I was in middle school and high school because I went to their camp, and they always remembered who I was. They always asked how my football career was going when I was a kid, like up until high school. I even had fucking Winston Hill tell me one time if I could go to the right place and get my talents developed, I had a real shot at making it. And that guy's a Hall of Famer. So,
wait, who said that?
Winston Hill.
Oh, okay.
He's the only Jets jersey. He's the only Jets jersey I have because the guy was a personal friend of mine. Like his grandson reached out to me when he died and told me, "Hey, Winston passed away."
Oof.
Yeah, so like Winston Hill was a really good buddy of mine.
I just want to say, poor Michael Landau. Jets, Mets, Nets, Isles. Oh boy.
Well,
that's rough. If you don't know, Michael, I don't know if I've said it recently. I'm Jets, Yankees, Devils, Knicks, Magic. You know.
Didn't the Celtics just finished absolutely destroying the Knicks tonight? Last I knew, they're up by like 20.
Oh yeah, no, the Knicks got beat up tonight.
That's for the Celtics blowing that game the other night against frickin' Dallas.
Yeah, it was everything.
I mean, for the Celtics blowing that game, you have the Jets blowing the game against Dallas.
Here, real quick, let me just check what the final score was. Knicks score.
I was gonna watch it later.
Oh God, they beat him by 30. It was 131 to 104. Jesus Christ!
I saw at halftime it was like 75 to like 51 or something at halftime. The game was over at half.
The Clancy. The reason I'm a Magic fan is because in the my Papu and Yaya, grandma and grandpa,
Jack and Hardaway.
yeah, they lived down in Florida, and they had friends who worked for the Orlando Magic. And when Shaq was drafted, they started sending me up signed programs, signed basketballs, all this. Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway, loved that team. Dennis Scott, Nick Anderson, Horace Grant. They
have a nice team down there. They're one of the biggest missed opportunities in basketball, in my opinion, because like you just said, man, they had a solid roster there.
Yeah. Well, once Shaq left, I pretty much stopped watching basketball at that point, because I was so pissed off, not only that Shaq left, but also that they kind of ended up dismantling that Orlando Magic team. And I was just like, you know what, fuck it. And then I stopped watching basketball. And at the time, I was a Knicks Magic fan, but now
not even Jordan could compel you to watch.
What? Say it again.
Not even Jordan could compel you to watch.
No. At that point, Jordan was on. He came back.
Oh, right. No, he was already done by that point again.
Yeah, and he was kind of on his way out at that point. But I started watching during Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Like, I love Larry Bird. I hate the Celtics. But Larry Bird, man, fucking love watching him play, man.
I'll take Larry Bird over LeBron any day of the week. If I need to win, I'm taking Larry Bird over LeBron any day of the week.
Oh, absolutely. But recently, being friends with Maddie and whatnot, he got me kind of back. He kind of pulled me back into kind of paying attention to the Knicks. So.
Well, the Knicks have a solid team. The problem is the NBA just sucks in general. Too many fucking threes. Nobody plays defense. No one tries to play defense. And they have all this mediocre bullshit. I mean, in-season tournament, like, do you care about that? No, not really.
All right, listen, guys, I got to get off the air, but I got somebody in the back who I need to bring on because he was such a main part. You can stick around if you want, John. But he was such a main part of the show tonight without being here. Mets, what's up, man?
Not much. Just got done doing my live react to MLW Super Fight while watching the Knicks Celtics game, and I'm really. I bet by the end of tonight, before tomorrow, when I get up tomorrow morning, I'm pretty sure Donald's putting up another. Please subscribe to my channel and picking apart the Knicks defense.
Yeah, the Knicks blew it tonight. It was like a 30-point loss.
27, whatever.
Well,
but still,
hey, Matt,
if
it makes you feel better, I'm a Celtics fan.
I wouldn't be too surprised if Donald, aka awful coaching, goes off on this game. Wouldn't surprise me if he does.
Mets, did you see your two segments on tonight's show?
I've been trying to find them. What's the timestamp?
Should I play the last one?
Yes.
I found one of them. This was this was my Rojas rant from 21, right?
There was two Mets rants, but our favorite one, Mets, is this one, and I want you to explain it to me when we get back, and then we'll end the show. But Mets, watch this, and then come back and explain to me what went wrong here.
Because Diaz is a victim of this manager, if one can even call this asshole that. What the hell is wrong with you, Rojas? I get the damn injury bug has plagued the team all fucking year. I get the team is low on morale, but they do not need you making it worse with these erratic decisions. Because of you, this team has not scored more than 5 runs in the last 16 games. 16! Because I'm at the end of my rope with this. Look at this man. Yeah!
What happened, Mets?
Okay. For context, that was during the 2021 MLB season. Mets had started the year good, but then Luis Rojas with his horrible micromanaging of the bullpen.
No, Mets. I'm not worried about the shirt. I'm not worried about. I'm talking about the shirt. If you would have just taken a pair of scissors. Now look at me, Mets. Are you looking at me?
Yes.
You would have just taken the scissors and put a little cut right here. You would have been able to Hogan that shit off, and it would have been like, I want you to do it in an up. Next time you rant, give me another one, but give it a little clip here, and then just fucking Hogan it, and then like play Real American or something.
What you do is how they do it in wrestling. You take a little pair of toenail clippers and you literally just clip the top. That's it.
Yeah,
Because once the top seam itself rips, you grab it, and now that's enough to tear the remainder out.
Yeah.
It's literally just a pair of toenail clippers, and you can't even see the tear. It's that small. That's the trick to doing it.
Well, in any case, both of those were 2021 anti-Louis Rojas rants because I was so pissed with how horribly he was managing the bullpen that year that it cost the Mets a playoff spot. You remember that Murdoch, right?
Yeah, meltdown.
Can we not talk about 21, please? It still hurts.
Well, Mets, next Saturday, Mets, I got more for you. I got more of a New York Minute with Mets 2128. And we just love your content. And we want everyone to go over to your channel. You can see it below his face. Mets 2128. Go give him a subscribe. How many subscribers do you have?
692.
Let's get him to 1,000, folks.
Fucking A.
And 4,000 watch hours if y'all don't mind.
Well, you know that, yeah, the long form content helps on that, you know. I know you do long form content. That's good.
I gotta get going. I have to go hop over to another buddy's stream anyway.
All right. Thank you, Mets. Have a good night. I appreciate it. John, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
I won't see you Saturday. I got a full schedule next Saturday, so I won't be here.
Okay. Well, if you can hop in the comments Tuesday, Saturday, whenever, feel free.
I'll do my best, but I'll do my best because of the damn snow, though. I've already basically been hit for the entire week.
Well, there you go. I'm gonna fucking deal with it.
I don't care. Overtime's overtime.
Well, that's what I'm getting too. So it's like overtime's overtime.
All right, Mike.
Have a good
Murdoch.
night.
See you later, Johnny.
All right, Murdoch. I got to get out of here because I'm leaving the house soon to go. I basically have to do snow removal all night, and then I'm gonna be up till after whenever the fucking Super Bowl decides to end. Which if it starts at 6:30, that's 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, at least 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Jesus Christ. Then I have to go in on Monday and start my whole week over. God damn it. What the fuck? Oh, DB, he got to see your work, man. He got to see your work. And it was beautiful work. Thank you, Michael. You have a good night. Be safe. I appreciate it. I bet Murdoch doesn't have to cheat on his shirt. No, Murdoch could rip that shit. But I'm saying,
We'll try it later.
yes, Clancy, you got to make little slits on it. Yes, that's what I said. Just take a pair of scissors and just clip just right there, and Mets can fucking Hogan the shit out of that. Mets is a legend. That's what I'm saying. Murdoch, thank you very much. Let everybody know where they can find you. And do you have an upcoming live stream?
Yeah. Well, I'll post the link in the chat now. Did I think it went through or not? Yeah.
It went through.
Link to the channel. I'll probably do the Super Bowl tomorrow. I'm sure everyone's probably going to watch it, except for, a few people said that, oh, I'm not watching it, but they said not watching the game, but I'll watch the stream. Yeah, I mean, it's the last game of the year, until I start doing baseball stuff. Yankees baseball. Then we'll be doing draft stuff. We're just playing around now because we have limited information, like I always say. So it's just really a familiarization with some of the names that will end up on the Jets, hopefully. So yeah, so tune into the channel.
I must have drank myself about 15 Dr. Peppers.
Where do I know that? Is that Forrest Gump?
That's Forrest Gump.
Okay, I was like, where did I hear that before? You look like him too, so makes sense.
Valerie wants you to do it. She says, "Yeah, yes. Murdoch, do it tomorrow."
Yeah, I'll do it. Val, it'll be our last football game of the year. Fuck it, why not? I'm not doing anything crazy. I used to throw parties, Michael. The TV, so everybody, I'm the TV house. Hey, you're the TV guy. Yeah. So we used to throw parties.
I actually have a screenshot when you were playing my stream with you standing there, and it actually shows how big the wall is.
Yeah.
That you can watch games on.
Well, that's where we do watch the games, but the whole neighborhood was like come watch and then watch from outside on the lawn. It was crazy. But I don't think I'm going to do that. So at least not this year. So
all right.
This year.
Well, everybody join Murdog tomorrow for the Super Bowl. Check in with him, show him support, hit the like button, all that stuff. Murdog, thank you very much for being here tonight. I appreciate it.
Mike, see you tomorrow. More maybe. Chat. Love you. Be good. Peace.
Have a good one. All right. I am Midnight Mike, your late night New York Jets host, and I have to go do hours of snow removal. So wish me luck. Hopefully I don't, go crazy and have like a heart attack, but I'll take it easy. I'll work the plow, maybe work the John Deere. Maybe I'll be doing some shoveling. It's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit. I hate the snow. And I used to love the fucking snow. But now it's like it comes and it's just I have to take time out of my weekends, out of my holidays and things like that. But it is what it is. Like John said, overtime is overtime. And it's even supposed to snow on President's Day. And if we go in on President's Day, that's not time and a half. That's double time. So it would suck. And I'd rather actually spend that time with my family because that's actually my daughter's birthday. But if I get called in for a couple hours, that's big money, and I need it, folks. I need it. Midnight Mike needs the money. But I appreciate all you guys being here tonight. This was a great show. I hope you guys really enjoyed the Mets 2128, a New York Minute. We did 2 tonight. Watch back. The show doesn't go behind the Midnight Mafia channel member paywall or anything. So go back, check it out. Next Saturday night, I bring you another New York Minute with Mets. I bring you another intermission report with Mike and Maddie's top 5. We're going to have a blast next Saturday night. But we, of course, will be back Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk all things Super Bowl and talk about whoever won. Will it be the Philadelphia Eagles we're talking about? Or will it be a three-peat for the fucking Kansas City Chiefs? I'm Midnight Mike, and I can't wait to see you next time.
First Sports Center breaking news.
The New York Jets are hiring their former player, Aaron Glenn, as their next head coach.
Turn the music on! Aaron Glenn. 12th pick in this first round select Aaron Glenn, defensive back, Texas A&M.
Every time you put your feet on the ground that morning, you felt like you was winning that game. At some point, man, we got to draw a line in the sand. Say enough is enough.
Compete, man, compete! Compete!
And Aaron Glenn has a little attitude about him that I think is made for being in New York. He has an attitude that I think he's going to be honest with you. He's going to hold you accountable every single second.
Winning. Time to get that feeling back. Y'all dig what I'm saying?